Okay, cool. There we go. We have started the stream. Let's do the thing. Yeah, this is exciting. I hadn't done an interview in a while, so I'm really excited to have you here. So it should be really fun to get into all the things. Yeah. You're living in a great spot for music, though. I mean, Nashville, there's a reason it's called the Music City. So much going on.
What is going on with my camera?
Oh, I did see that, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why it keeps doing that.
Huh.
And I changed which USB port it was plugged into, and
oh, okay.
That didn't seem to fix it, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
I use a different program, and I don't know. I mean,
if you set your OBS virtual camera to the call, like that would be that would also maybe that would be better. I'm not sure, but
I feel like it does that on OBS as well.
Oh, really? I haven't been on.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet, but I believe you.
I mean, it's not all the time.
Yeah.
But like tonight, I feel like it's extra.
Oh, it sensed my presence. It was scared. Don't be scared. It's just me.
I had a thing with the collective a few minutes ago as well, and it was doing it there too. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh man.
And it did it on stream too, like a few days ago, and then I don't know, for some reason it stopped, but I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll power through. I mean, it's all about the conversation anyway. I don't think folks will mind. Should be all right.
No, I don't think it's going to be so bad that it's going to be like, oh my god, this is unwatchable.
Nah, I doubt it. I was having some struggles with my microphone in the last few days too, but I think it's better. Because it was buzzing like crazy 2 days ago. It was really frustrating. Yeah. But I think I got it figured out, so should be all right now. Yeah, folks, I hope you all are doing well out there. If you're watching the stream already at this early hour or this early part of the show, good times. And if you're particularly hungry, Aubryn, we could even do the sandwich of the week in 15 minutes, because I wouldn't blame you, because I'm getting kind of hungry myself here. So.
You getting peckish?
A little bit. Peckish is great. It's a fantastic word to describe it. Yeah. I completely describe that as peckish. Yes, the peckish is real. Love it. Yeah. Let's see. Do we have anyone in chat yet, folks? Do not feel shy. We'd love to talk to you in chat too. Feel free to comment on the program as we go along. We'll address your comments as we go through the show. And halfway through the program, we're going to have a segment called Random Questions, where you can send questions to Aubryn. It'll be really fun. And we invite you to send your questions through the chat as well. We invite you to... Oh, that was me. My fault. I fix. There we go. Got him. Okay.
Got him. I just posted in my Discord.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And the cool thing is, the chat will pick up over the next 10 minutes or so. They'll find us. They'll find us. It's always fun to see everybody slowly slide in, like they do at theater productions. People kind of slide in, be fashionably late. Yeah, get settle in. Hopefully, no one notices. What was the last theater production you remember seeing, or any kind of live production, theater type play or something like that?
I mean, live in person.
Yes. Yes. It's interesting, right?
Let's see. Yeah. Probably The Lion King for the 1000th time. I've literally seen that at least 3 or 4 times.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, it's awesome.
Once in, I think, LA with my show choir. Once here in Nashville. Once in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, a bunch of times.
What is it about The Lion King that stands out to you? That's really cool.
Well, most of them were not actually my choice to go see. Oh. They were other people, invite or group things, essentially. But it was very enjoyable. It's really an awesome, incredible show. But it's just funny that that's the one that I've seen multiple times. What's up, Muppets?
Yeah, you're right. It really speaks to the popularity of that show. It's so many people have wanted to go see it. So I mean, you can never go wrong seeing it. Like it looks spectacular.
But the last one that I saw, not in person, was I watched the live version of Heathers recently on my Roku because they had it for free.
Mm-hmm.
And then the before that was definitely Hamilton.
Hamilton's awesome. Hamilton's awesome. I saw that on Disney Plus. Like it's
Same.
Oh, same. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Great show. Great show. Mm-hmm. Like I'm like, okay, this is now my favorite musical. This is really good. Like I was all over it. Now what's the difference? How would you distinguish Heathers the musical from Heathers the movie? Because the movie came out about 35 years ago.
The movie doesn't have music. Like, they don't break out into song in the movie.
It's such an interesting choice to pick as a musical, though. Do you feel like it worked? Do you feel like it was a good call?
Yes, absolutely. Nice. Okay. It worked really well.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
I mean, I love a good, dark show.
Oh yeah, I hear it.
I mean, Jekyll and Hyde and Sweeney Todd are two of my favorite musicals. So
quality.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and start this up, folks. So thank you very much for joining us, everybody. This is great. We'll go start the music and we'll get going. Here we go. Woohoo! Already, we've discussed quite a few fun production topics. Nick, what's going on? Hello there. Hi, Nick. Well, welcome in. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I'm Davey. And this is the Sandwich Show. This is our weekly interview program where we feature folks from throughout Twitch and other sources throughout the internet. And tonight we had a great guest, folks. One of the most unique personalities on the platform, one who sings, as was described on her profile page, folksy spooky Americana music. And that is, of course, our friend AubrynMusic. Welcome to the program. How's it going tonight?
Oh, hello. It's going good.
Nice. Aubryn, of course, we know is in Nashville. But you were originally from San Diego, so it's a very interesting journey for you, heading from the West Coast to the Music City, and since that time you've produced a lot of great original music. You stream on Twitch regularly, so the link will show up on the chat. What's going on, Nick? How you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. You've established a great community, and you've met friends along the way. Now you have what seems like musical partners with Sarah and Dana Baker, which is really cool. And, it's just funny to see how much has happened in just maybe 2 or 3 years. For example, how long have you been in Nashville at this point?
13 years.
Wow. Okay, cool. Yeah. And so you compare like the scene of doing music before you joined I couldn't even speak to how long you've been on Twitch. I think you've been on Twitch at least maybe a year and a half, but
4 years, yeah.
Oh, you were even there. Okay, so you were doing this before the pandemic. Okay. That's so interesting. Okay. So how would you describe that journey then? You started, before you were streaming, then you're streaming, and then the pandemic hits, and then suddenly there's a market for music on Twitch. How would you just, what's the growth been like for you during all those phases of your life?
Sporadic.
I gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, because I started, live streaming in general 10 years ago. We'll say 12 if you count Second Life.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and it's definitely been, a journey. So, yeah, I don't know. The pandemic was really interesting because, a lot of people are like, oh, you already do this. So like, I definitely, helped a lot of people get started, live streaming and stuff. I set up a Facebook, it was almost like a Twitch raid train, but on Facebook, where, during the pandemic to kind of help, other musicians who were suddenly out of work, have some place to play and an audience to play to, and just kind of introduce each other to each other and get people streaming.
Hello. Our friend is here joining Aubryn tonight.
Hello.
It is really interesting to compare the journey through different platforms. And you mentioned Facebook to start.
Yeah.
And then there's Periscope, as you mentioned, as we were starting the program. And then you've got Twitch, and you've got TikTok, and you've got YouTube. Like, how would you compare streaming on all these different types of platforms? Like, what's experience like each way?
I mean, for Facebook, it's people who like already follow you, and like friends and family, especially if you're on your personal page, if you're on your, your business page or whatever, those are the people who already follow you. You don't, unless you like have a whole bunch of different groups that people are posting your stream in, it's really difficult to grow an audience. I feel like, at least that was my experience on Facebook playing music. Periscope had a really great, way for people to find you. They could go like, they had like a whole map where they're like, oh, there's people live in this area of the world. Let's go visit Nashville or whatever, and see who's streaming there. And so, there's all kinds of people who could find you that way. And it's really like, anywhere you go, though, finding the community of people who are doing it regularly, streaming regularly, and, building relationships with each other has been kind of the key, I feel like, to me, for first of all, for not feeling alone as a streamer, but also for growing and, having people to bounce ideas off of and just, meet and collaborate with eventually, maybe.
And it really has come to roost, hasn't it? Like, it's really borne out, and that's really cool that you've seen it as you've gone through all these different venues to get to these places. And I mean, I always really get this feeling that Twitch has done the best job of that, because it just seems like the most people seem to find one. But you did mention Periscope. How many people from Periscope do you recall making this move to other platforms as Periscope? Because Periscope was disbanded, I think, about
lots.
Yeah. Oh, lots?
I mean, nice. Claire Means, Phil Luna, Calvin Thomas, we all met on Periscope originally.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 AubrynMusic, Mimi, I met her on Second Life.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of, like, and it's funny how, we all kind of ended up in the same place from, a different platform originally.
Yeah. That's yeah.
I will say also, like, TikTok has been a place that can have like really great discoverability as well. But like the viewers on there are a lot more fickle, I feel like.
Oh yeah. That doesn't surprise me, because if you think about like how short TikToks are, like 10 seconds, like I can see that. I can see that. But it's cool that there is a long form type streaming option. It's interesting, like you mentioned that, because like that's why I wasn't sure if Twitch was in general, like before even music. Like I was thinking like it's a gaming platform. Like, is this gonna work? Like, are people gonna sit here for like 2 hours to watch a thing? But it's really worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, people do that all the time, anyways, on Twitch.
Right. Absolutely.
Just watching people play games, like.
So it's kind of neat that's also carried over to other categories, right?
Yeah.
And to see it as a viewer first, and now to see it again as a streamer, like it's really cool to see the journey of that. And you're right, like it totally makes sense now. It's like, yeah, I mean, like, why not? Like, you're working, you're just kind of have this on, and it's kind of doing its own thing, and it's really a great community. Like, so it's cool that you have people that you met that have come with you to this platform. And you mentioned some awesome names like Phil, Calvin, Claire. Like, these are great musicians, all of them.
Absolutely.
So
Trevor, also Taylor fan,
nice.
Came over from Periscope originally as well. That's where he started following me on there first. There's a bunch of people too. Alexis Monet, who just recently she reached affiliate recently. She came with us to TwitchCon, and found her on Periscope originally too. And yeah. I think my main core also Nikki Callie and Gary. They all three of them, including Trevor, found me originally on Periscope and followed me over to Twitch, which was amazing, because like it's always daunting. Like, I'm moving platforms. I hope my audience follows me. you know?
It's great to see that they have, though. And, one reason why they follow you, and folks, Tin Tam's in the chat. Welcome in, Tin Tam. And Rahoma, let's give them both shout outs, everybody. I'll give Rahoma the shout out, but welcome in, everybody. There's something distinctive about the way you do music, and I think it's really great. I mean, even your description of their voice, of your music being folksy, Americana, and spooky at the same time. It's interesting to use the word spooky, because spooky definitely I was feeling that big time, and maybe it's because it was October for the last month or so, but still, I definitely see something haunting about what you do. The originals always have that feel to it. I know you're also a fan of emo, so it all seems to track. I mean, what were some of your inspirations as you started writing music and performing it on stream?
Books and film and television for sure. I read a lot of sci-fi, fantasy, epic fantasy, any type of fantasy really. I read all the time, always reading something. The first song that I actually wrote with an instrument was a book report.
Oh,
so that totally tracks.
Book report, nice.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, anything with a good story, really. But I found, for a while though, so the first, song that I wrote with an instrument, like I said, was a book report. And then I wrote a bunch of love songs until I graduated college. And then I kind of started finding myself again in the past few years and going back to, I guess, my roots in, writing about what I was passionate about and what really interested me. And that was a lot of fantasy and books and stuff.
Yeah, I know that's always been one thing that you were always very upfront about, your passion for books. And it sounds like that's been with you for your entire life. Were you into it as far back as you can remember?
I changed my bit right here, see if that does anything to my microphone. I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Well, first of all, it does sound it does actually sound significantly better, so props.
Yeah?
Good call on that, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
I think so. I think that's definitely a big time improvement. So thank you for that. That's a good. That's a nice adjustment.
Yeah, I changed the bit rate on my. Yep,
okay, that seems like
the audio bit rate.
Good news. Okay, Joel
Buffer
says,
size.
"Fun fact: sandwiches rock." Well, you do too, Joel. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. But yeah, that's great. Yeah, so stories drive what you do with music. That tracks, absolutely. Because the stories you've written, you wrote a song on stream yesterday about a haunted ship, which I'm like, that's a fun one. I was I was into it. I was grooving. I was vibing.
Yeah.
How do you feel? What's your feeling on that? Do you think that'll make it to the song list? Will it make it to the Spotify and the other things?
I think it needs a little bit of work because right now the melody isn't stuck in my head. So I feel like the melody's probably going to change. I'm going to probably try a few different things with it, but I do like the concept and I like the lyrics I think that we came up with.
I do too.
So I think eventually it might, yeah.
Okay.
And I want to I want to make that a thing on Mondays, I think, is writing a song and kind of asking the Discord, hey, here are some of the options for what to write a song about today. That was really fun. People were like, oh, yes, this one. So.
Yeah. I mean, it was very apropos for the time right now. That was a really cool idea. So, good call. I mean, that's really nice how that's come together. I mean, do you see challenges? I know some folks there's always a difference in how long it takes to write a song. Some folks can do it in 10 minutes. Some people can take some months and weeks to do. How would you describe the process of writing songs on stream? Is that something you embrace? I mean, it sounds like it is something you embrace based on your consistency in doing such a thing. But
yeah,
you wrote, yeah.
I mean, I've actually some of my favorite songs have been written on stream. Actually, Deep Deep Blue was written on it started on my weekly web concert when I had a guest, I think, that either didn't show up or canceled last minute or something, and I just decided to do it myself and write a song, and then I finished it the next day on Periscope. So that entire song was written on stream. I believe I finished Spirits on stream by changing it to keys and coming up with a new melody there as well. And my Christmas song, which was from the perspective of a Christmas tree, that was also written on stream. Yeah, so I mean, I actually have definitely, the process has definitely changed over the years. And I feel like I've gotten a bit more of a, kind of a set thing that I start with.
Mm-hmm.
I like to map out the song so that I have a whole, so I'm not just floundering everywhere like, I don't know what to write, So if we can get like kind of a roadmap to start off with, then that tends to be a more successful session.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, just have the songwriting prompts, right? Basically, like just have that up there to start. Mm-hmm. That helps a lot. Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Joel, welcome into the chat. It's good to see you tonight. Joel SCHU, who says change is good. Embrace the change. Love it. Aubryn isn't afraid of change. Continuous improvement.
Thank you, Joel.
That's cool, Joel. I'm with you on that too, by the way. Like it's really neat to see the innovation involved at your stream. And it sounds to me, and Brom almost said as he came in, if it isn't TwitchCon superstar Aubryn, I'm not lying. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. You were great at your TwitchCon set was top tier. It was like really good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier about you're finding Sarah Lightman and Dana Baker, who were just a tremendous add to your show. What inspired you adding them as collaborators for your music? Was that, I mean, it must have been through Twitch, obviously, but how did you meet them all, and how did you get to becoming basically songwriting and collaborating partners?
I believe I also met Sarah Lightman on Periscope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But Dana, she came into my stream one time in chat and was just so hilarious. I'm like, who are you? Just our personalities immediately vibed. And so I followed her back and everything. Mm-hmm. Found out that she and Sarah both live, Sarah, she used to live in LA. And then when she moved to Nashville, she's like, hey, I'm moving to Nashville. Let's hang out. And then she actually followed up. And so we've hung out a bunch of times now. I've watched her cats. She's watched my dog. And, Dana and I met at a bar here in Nashville area. Okay. And immediately clicked and started, kind of hanging out a little bit too. They came to I had a party on the 4th of July that they both came to, and we just kind of kept hanging out from there. And I knew that neither of them had gotten a spot playing TwitchCon. So I'm like, well, I want you guys, I have these, options. I could just play by myself, or I could have you guys play with me, and you guys would get in for the whole weekend for free, and also add some beautiful music to my set and maybe play a song each of your own. So that's what we did.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's really played out greatly. We talked about the show that absolutely people were raving about that show all day long, even at the after party thing that was happening when we were talking about it. So it was really cool to see. And then as you mentioned, as we mentioned earlier, y'all also did some more additional music for, now just I'm just gonna double check. This is Sarah Lightman's new tune. Yes. Cool. What is it called?
Mm-hmm. Silence. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We did a few songs actually with her on Sunday.
Okay.
They were filming acoustic versions with really nice cameras and lighting, and she had different costumes and stuff that she was dressing up in, different outfits, and so it was really fun.
Love it. Pines is in the chat. That's FX Pines. What's going on, my friend? Welcome in. Nice to see you again. Yeah, that's really cool. It's seeing original music in progress is fun. So thanks for posting the updates on the socials too. That was really nice to see. And how did they all obviously Sarah's obviously been in San Diego at least once or twice, because if Sarah's from around here in LA, then I'm sure she's familiar. And you're from there. Yeah. Is Dana original? Does Dana have California ties at all?
I'm not actually remembering right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering because if she hadn't, then I'm curious as to what her perspective was going to San Diego for TwitchCon for the first time. I know we all went to In-N-Out. Like, that was a big topic.
Yes.
I don't want to spend too much time on it, but what did you think of it?
That was her first time having In-N-Out, too. We crowned her for her first time as well.
That's cool. That's cool.
Trevor was very adamant that she try it. So we made sure. We made absolute sure that she was able to do that.
That's really sweet. Yeah. So props to Dana, and hopefully she enjoyed it. We got to redeem. Get something from the room. Well, that's going to be interesting. I'm not prepared for this segment tonight, but I'll give it a shot. Let's see. What do we got over here? I'll come up with something in a minute, but In-N-Out's awesome. I'll just show you this briefly then. Sorry for not being more prepared for this, but this is an @ symbol that I got a long time ago when I was working one of my first full-time jobs in the education sector. It's just I don't know the significance of why I got an @ symbol, but it's kind of cool to have this on the desk. So that's my paperweight. So there you go. Thank you.
I really like that channel points reward. I may have to steal that.
It's a fun one.
I've got all kinds of stuff behind me that,
Oh, we would love that for your channel. I would be so. It would be so awesome if you had your own version of that. And oh no, my bad.
Oh, I am familiar with this.
Indeed. So this is for folks who are not familiar. Basically, the way this works is we eat a jelly bean, and the bean is either going to be a good tasting bean or a bad tasting bean. A lot of the time, it's a bad tasting bean. And Aubryn says she is familiar. Oh, do you have one too?
It's not Bean Boozled. It's the Birdie Bots.
It's the same spirit for sure. For sure. All right, let's do it. Let's get these crazy beans. See what we got tonight. All right.
I can't look at mine because I know what mine are by sight. Yours are the Bean Boozled. Like, it could be one or the other.
Mm-hmm. So this one...
I'm scared.
This one's either buttered popcorn or rotten egg. Let's see what you got.
Wait.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yay! Got the buttered popcorn. Yes, let's go. You too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah!
It was a Tutti Frutti, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
We both win.
Oh.
What a relief. I know.
Double rigged.
Double rigged.
That's great.
I love it. I love that the chat roots against us. I'm like, yeah, take it. Bring it on. Bring it on. Because when we win, it's all the sweeter. Literally, in this case, pretty sweet.
What is this?
What is this bullshit? Love it. So thank you for participating with us, Aubryn. Yeah, that's really cool. Like, it's great that this is all that these partnerships worked out. Listen, like, that could be an album eventually. We'll see. But first, let's see. Joel says, full disclosure, I would cheat by eliminating the really bad tasting beans. That would take some work.
How would you know with Bean Boozled?
Right.
These, it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
But, Oh, no, Trevor. No.
Oh, my goodness. Jerfo's in the chat. What's going on, Jerfo? Happy 2 years. Congratulations on the 2 years.
Hey, 2 years. Nice.
Yeah. There's a shout out for our friends. Go follow Jerfo as well. So, folks, we're both getting pretty hungry over here. So let me now introduce you to our staple of the sandwich show. And it is what we call the sandwich of the week. And, folks, what we got for sandwich of the week this week is 2 certified bangers. And let's go to our friend Aubryn. What sandwich do you have for us tonight?
I have a peanut butter and honey sandwich.
Oh,
it's got one side of it has crunchy peanut butter, the other side has creamy, and local honey.
Nice. All right, let me briefly show what I have tonight. That sounds really great. Let's go take a look at. Hang on. Oh, that does look good. Honey makes a good difference. Like, that's a good call. That's a good quality sandwich, Aubryn. Really cool.
It was my sister's favorite growing up.
Ah.
And the honey always got a little bit crystallized, and so it added a little texture.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. A little sweetness.
Sandwich of the week. So here we go. Here's what I got tonight for our sandwich of the week. I got a grilled cheese. It's fortuitous. We have some dinos in the chat, but grilled cheese, a turkey melt basically. So grilled cheese with turkey. That's my turkey melt. Fritos on the side, and a little bit of Tabasco sauce since we want to get spicy tonight. Let's go. It's hard to see that, but maybe that's a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you
delicious.
go. Yeah, grilled cheese never disappoints. Good times. Enjoy your sandwich too. It's really great.
Now, hold on. Can you be more specific with your grilled cheese?
Oh yes, this is a cheddar. This is medium cheddar cheese. Good question. Good. Mm-hmm. That's a good question. And this is on sourdough bread.
Oh, sourdough. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the turkey is cracked peppermill turkey from Boar's Head.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have no sauces except for Tabasco on the plate, which I'll be dipping with in a moment.
Yeah.
But no, very good question.
Wheat bread.
Oh, wheat bread is good. Yeah.
Honey wheat too.
Ah, so honey on honey.
And Jif. Peanut butter.
Can't go wrong with Jif. Can't go wrong with Jif. Like there's always this debate. Mm-hmm. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. Like I think Skippy's fine too, but Jif's definitely a good one. Mm. Now here's a big question: creamy or crunchy?
Both.
Okay.
I literally put both on this one.
Both.
One side was crunchy and one side was creamy.
Okay. Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Because I wanted a little bit of crunch, but like, if I put crunchy on both sides, it would not have been. It would have been like too much. I feel like.
Mm. No,
I couldn't just put honey on one side,
That would get really soggy if you did. Really soggy. Mm. Yeah. Well, that's terrific. Enjoy. Mm-hmm. And Muppet says, I had a grilled cheese earlier from Panera. Not bad. Pump that up too.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
One-handed pump. When I'm eating, I just do one hand, but I have to. So, sorry. But. Mm-hmm. Now, I would assume that PBJ, or PBH, in this case, because you've got honey. Mm-hmm. But if you did have a jam, what jam would it be? Like if you were to go switch from honey to some kind of preserves jam of some sort.
I mean, strawberry is the classic.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's on like toast, I prefer apricot.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Raspberry is another really good one too. But yeah, strawberry was my go-to growing up.
Two awesome choices. Apricot doesn't get enough love though. Like that's what I have right now.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
Right? Like it's pretty good with peanut butter. Like it really goes well with it. Let's see. The chat has these comments. Pine says, "Creamy and crunchy really describe the deep fried Mars bar."
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah. You ever had a Mars bar? Like Mars bars are kind of like they're a little bit like Milky Ways, but there's like more nougat. I think. Like it's.
I don't know that I've ever had one.
Oh. They're mostly in. I think they sell more in the UK, but you do come upon them once in a while in the US. So if you do find one, it's worth a try. But yeah. Now Pine says, "I'm a strawberry person. Apricot is so good." Right? Like apricot is the unsung hero of jams.
Like my mom got this like apricot jam from Greece that was like next level, and I was like, "What is this? It's amazing." She followed this Greek chef or whatever, and bought like everything from her line.
No, that's great. I mean, when you find those gems from other parts of the world, that's really cool. Yeah. Pine says, "I'm sending Davey a box of no." Send that to Aubryn. I've had Mars bars. Send them to Aubryn. Find her PO box. Go. Aubryn too. Okay, cool. But definitely send them to Aubryn. Aubryn has not tried one. So I would completely recommend Pines if you have the wherewithal to do so. Oh, what's going on? Welcome in. Joel says, "Mars is Snickers without nuts. 3 Musketeers plus nougat." Right. Yeah. So okay. If you can put that together, right? So
I do like some good nougat.
I think there's caramel in there too, right? Yeah. So
yum.
Pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. It's easier to eat, easier for the teeth. Too, so yeah. Pine says everything from Greece is next level. The honey, the yogurt, the olive oil. Yes. Agree. We've agreed with everything you've said tonight so far in the chat. And Taylor says
is this rare?
It's pretty rare. Let's see. Taylor says, "A hot take. I prefer my bread without crust, but I will eat the crust." I don't know.
That's that hot of a take. I I agree with that.
Okay. And the
I'm
rock
not gonna like. I'm too lazy to cut off the crust.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, I don't want to waste it. So, you know.
Yeah.
What's really funny is my mom used to get French bread, and when I was little, I would literally eat. Like, I would stick my little arm in as far as it would go and eat out all of the center of the French bread of the baguette.
Fantastic.
She would go to cut the bread, and she'd be like, Aubryn!
Well, when you get really good French bread, though, it's so soft. How can you not? Like, you scoop it out. And
Especially if it's fresh and still warm.
Mm-hmm. So good.
Heavy breathing.
Love it. Let's see. Oh my gosh, somebody brought up Zero Bar. We just found out about Zero Bars last weekend. Oh, there you go.
Yes, Trevor was talking about, cutting your sandwich diagonally, which I have done this evening. You definitely get more surface area of with less crust surface area there. Just
They're also easier to eat that way. Like I often go that route. The only time you can't is when the bread itself is really wide. That is actually the case tonight. This is a really wide. So if you remember sourdough loaves, they kind of go like this. They kind of like this long. So I have to slice them down the middle, but I definitely go diagonal when I can. So, let's see. Joel says, I'll be watching for something Aubryn says I disagree with. Does that happen frequently?
We're agreeing so far. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. We have yet to disagree with anything. Taylor says, I found one at a Gulf station one time. Oh, yeah, the gas station. Interesting. Okay. Tina, what's going
put
on?
Banana on this sandwich, too.
Oh, wow. That would be
against it.
That would go really great with the honey. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
peanut butter.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. That's terrific. That's a great idea.
But it wasn't going to use up the whole banana, and I didn't want a whole banana.
Oh, I see. Because I know the awkwardness of having half a banana in the fridge, and then the next day it's just not not good. It's just not fun. But by the way, Tina, it's so good to see you. Tina French is in our chat.
Hey, Tina.
What's going on, Tina? Welcome in. Good to see you again. Have you written songs about food? Interesting. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. We have pancakes in one of my songs.
Very nice. Very nice.
I've got some drinking songs.
Okay.
Some,
cool.
Spirits and When I Drink Whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in my song Fat Lady Singin', she feeds him poisoned pancakes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, since you brought up pancakes, one of our traditions here on this program, we asked a question. The question is pancakes, waffles, French toast, or crepes?
If they're made right, crepes. Crepes.
Or grape nuts. Crepes is great. I love the answer. That's a great answer. Rahama, let's document that for the record.
Because they were the option. Usually it's just like pancakes or waffles. And with that, I usually go waffles because they have their own little receptacles for the syrup.
Oh, yeah.
But I also have I went to France when I was 9. And, I have a lot of nostalgia wrapped up in crepes as well from my he's kind of extended family. He taught me how to make crepes the way that he makes them, and I've made a big batch of them for many people. And I actually, in my French class, they had us make crepes, and mine won most tasty in the class. They were judging them on they didn't get as authentic as some of the other ones, but they got most tasty, so
Well, I think if you're talking about what matters more to a lot of us, in this case, I think more is tasty, right? It's got to be.
Yeah.
Let's see. Muppet says, I grew up on Korean pancakes, which are more savory and often have scallions in them. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Powdered sugar and lemon, by the way, in crepes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You do a line of powdered sugar and then you squeeze fresh lemon over it.
Oh, Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. Oh man, you're doing it right. That's really good. Love it. The chat's weighed in on the topic too. Let's see. Taylor Fan says waffles are better than pancakes. They have built-in syrup pockets. This has been described before. Good call. Always a good point. Let's see. Anything else in here?
French toast with challah bread.
Now, I've never tried that. That's interesting. Challah bread. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Mixed
see.
up really nicely. Oh yeah.
Okay, I got it. You're making. Oh, wow. Okay, that's got game changer attributes to it. Actually, if you think about it, that sounds really good. Yeah. Love it.
You want to level up your French bread?
There you go.
I got you.
Love it. Aubryn knows. Let's see. Joel says, I was diabetic and recovered by diet, but I miss pancakes. Well, first of all, I'm glad you're doing all right. I'm glad you're recovering okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, when pancakes are tough to be without syrup and orange juice too. Yeah. Yeah, I hear it. Now see, crepes are interesting because as has been discussed already, like they can be both savory or they can be sweet. And I think that's kind of the triumph of it, is that they can be versatile to go in both directions. So it's like, do you do syrup with them? Do you do jelly with them? But the answer is there's no right. The answer is all of those work. Like you can do powdered sugar, like you mentioned. You can do, you can do gravy with them because like the savory.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mushrooms and cheese, like you name it. Yeah, basically anything you can do with like, I don't know, pasta or dessert. Anything you can do with either of those, you can do with a crepe.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. So that's kind of neat. Like, folks in the chat, if you have any favorite ideas for crepes, we'd love to hear them. And I'm just thinking of some off the top of my head, which I've not tried, but they sound really good. Pizza crepes, maybe.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Has potential, folks. Sausage and egg crepes, of course, 100%.
Yeah.
You got blueberry, bingo. Raspberry. Always banana and Nutella. Ah, there you go, Rohomo. I like it too. Pretty good.
You put some jam in there.
I like it.
What we did Nutella and banana. Banana and Nutella. Oh my gosh, Rohomo.
Yeah, Rohomo had the same idea. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all are kindred spirit right there. That's same idea. Love it.
Yeah.
I can see that really working. I mean, because like Nutella is kind of like in the neighborhood with peanut butter. Not exactly, but kind of in the neighborhood. So it totally, that goes with banana too. Yeah, see, Taylor has a similar idea. It wasn't Nutella, but we had some chocolate peanut butter in our pantry. Yeah.
Well, Nutella's what, chocolate hazelnut?
Basically, right? Yeah. I'm not basically, that's literally what it is, but it should be more specific. But Rothgar, so good to see you. Wish I could stay, but I had an early morning and fading, so I should be off to bed. A great rest, Rothgar. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your night too. Thank you so much, Rothgar, for joining us tonight. Yeah. Joel says I was throwing pancakes, waffles, and French toast in the same category. I appreciate
breakfast foods.
Oh yeah, breakfast foods are really fun. Yeah, really fun. Brunch is such a big part of,
and they're all sweet breakfast foods.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you can't go, like all these choices have been really good, everybody. So, needless to say, I suppose when you're out to brunch, you're going for the crepe route when there is a crepe route to go to. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And then
honestly, I usually don't get a sweet breakfast whenever I go out.
Okay.
I usually will get like I usually try and get stuff that I can't really make at home.
Oh yeah.
Good or like call. I can't do well. Like an eggs Benedict.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be hard to make at home. Yeah. I think poached eggs
like really time consuming. Like
yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah.
The sauce and whatever else you want to put on it, like.
That's pretty good. I know some people would have called out Beggs Benedict. Like, that's just an egg McMuffin. Except the poached egg is a huge factor.
And the sauce.
Yeah.
The hollandaise.
Mm-hmm. It's not nothing. That sauce is good.
Mm-hmm.
Creamy. I don't know what's in it, but it's like it is really good. Like it really makes the sandwich. It makes the breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
It really does.
Yeah, absolutely. Joel says summer sausage makes a quick light breakfast. Summer sausage? I'm not familiar with summer sausage, but it sounds great.
I like summer sausage, but I usually have that on like a charcuterie board or something.
Right? Yeah, I got you there. So summer sausage is kind of more of a deli kind of sausage. Okay, that's cool. I think I've seen it. I just don't. I did not identify what it actually was. So pretty good, but. So having said that, like, what are some of your favorite places to have brunch around Nashville, or are there any that stand out to you?
Oh man, Frothy Monkey.
Okay,
has always been a good place.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Great name.
Yeah. Right. That's like the main place that I can think. As I haven't gone out to. Yeah, Frothy Monkey.
Frothy Monkey. Nice.
That's right. I haven't really gone out to breakfast a whole lot lately. We have a couple places because we've been here in Gallatin now for a couple of years, and there's a place that he got earlier today. Actually, he got like some coffee and stuff from, but Stompin' Grounds is what it's called, and it's a good place here in Gallatin. They've got all kinds of stuff, but I haven't really been there for breakfast. There's another one in Hendersonville as well that's really good, but I can't think of the name of it right now. And it's gonna drive me nuts. Hold on, baby. What's the breakfast place in Hendersonville? First Watch.
First Watch. Nice. Thank you for Thank you for the assist there, our friend. So, nice. Taylor says, Auburn's camera's glitchy again. Stop messing Madame Poltergeist.
Yeah. She's haunting our stream here.
Yeah. But I guess that's on brand for what you do, right? Like, I know there's a lot of haunting things going on at AubrynMusic, so it's all good.
We need to have another counter in my stream for, when my stream glitches and gets haunted or whatever.
Awesome. I gotta be on the lookout for that counter. But
yeah, we'll have to create it. I don't think we have one yet.
Right on. Now we stepping back to music for a moment. So we mentioned TwitchCon. Like, it was really great. That was a really great show. I felt very blessed to be in the presence of all of you to watch that show. But then there was another show before that, which was part of your Twitch team, Fever to Tell, and I would love to hear a little bit more about that event, because I wasn't able to. I mean, I don't even know if I was allowed to attend it, but it sounded like a really fun event that was on Twitch, that was streamed on Twitch as well. So
that actually was something that we kind of talked about in Fever to Tell. We had other people who were not part of Fever to Tell also come during that, but that was actually at my mom's ranch. So my mom lives in Lakeside. So about, maybe 25, 30 minutes or so ish from like downtown San Diego. And she's got like 13 animals and all that. But she, my mom's boyfriend actually, with help of one of his friends, turned the side porch into a stage. They had set up, microphones and speakers and lighting, and they had, all kinds of really cool effects and stuff going on. They put the side yard there that was fenced in, it looked like a mini festival. They put up hay bales for people to sit on, and it was just really a fun event. And I was just trying to organize everything myself, and it was kind of really interesting. And like, I feel like more people might have come if it was not so far out and it was kind of in the middle of nowhere. But it was really, really cool. I very much enjoyed it. And we had, some awesome people come out and it was kind of like an open mic because I like set out a sign up sheet or whatever for people to sign up in the order that they wanted to go or whatever. And yeah, just kind of everybody did a couple of songs and moved on to the next person, and it was a lot of fun.
Now here's a big question: did you feel more pressure doing your set there than you did at TwitchCon?
Doing my set there, no. But I was basically running around like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to, make sure it all ran smoothly and everything. But I mean, I run a couple of open mics and writers rounds and stuff here in town in Nashville, so I knew, how it went and what to do. But also, like, there was the stage, which was the porch, and then where the mixer was, and the mixer was like down on the ground. And there wasn't an easy way to get from the stage. I had to go all the way around.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And there was like through 2 gates and like past the front of the stage in order to get to the mixer and stuff. So Sashi was a huge help for that, as well as my mom's boyfriend's friend, who was the one who brought the sound system and everything as well.
Team effort. I love it. I mean, that's a Twitch team.
And
more
Sarah too. Sarah helped set it up, and she did a fantastic job.
That's fantastic.
So proud of her.
Nah.
And also, like, when I first met Sarah, online, and was, she had relied on her previous partner for a lot of that audio stuff. And I was feeling a really proud moment that she was killing it on that soundboard. And I was like, yes, Sarah.
Nicely done, Sarah. Props. Rahoma, let's go give some shout outs to all those folks. Like, so Sarah Lightman.
Yes.
And Sashi Boom, who helped organize that together. And Taylor said, I was helping while I was sitting in the front row with my iPad, plus Aubryn used my hotspot. Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Truth.
Good times. Truth. Well, you get a game ball too, Taylor. That's awesome. That's super cool. I'm sorry I didn't meet you, Taylor. I would have loved to have introduced myself to you, Taylor, next time, hopefully. Or maybe I did, I just don't remember.
Trevor. He was the skinny blonde kid.
Oh, okay. Well, next time.
You saw him.
I'm sure I saw him. But next time I'll formally introduce myself, Trevor. I appreciate you being. Oh, you did see me. Oh, okay. See, that's what I apologize. I'm sure I saw you. But it's so nice to see you here in the chat tonight with us as well. And thank you for the shouts, Rahom. I appreciate you very much. Yeah, this is really, really great. I mean, that event looked really fun, and it will on Twitch, which is really great. So folks from other parts of the team and folks from throughout Twitch were able to watch as well. Really, really cool. I had asked you if you had eaten a sandwich today. Oh, I got that question a lot. Unfortunately, I only had one sandwich that entire weekend. Only one.
What was it?
It was a turkey sandwich on a ciabatta roll, I believe. And it was at the Artist Alley area. So that's the only one I was able to eat the whole weekend. So it just didn't work out that way. But I made the most of it. I made the most of my one sandwich. It's interesting. Like, San Diego isn't it interesting? It's a really fun place to eat, but I'm often gravitating to tacos more than sandwiches when I'm down there. And I imagine you know that well, going home and seeing that scene for yourself. But what were your go-tos when you were growing up there?
As far as sorry.
Oh, as far as what like things to eat down there.
Oh, we ate a lot at taco shops.
Yeah.
There was this place called Aliberto's right down the street from where we lived. And we always used to get the number 2 breakfast burrito. It had ham and cheese and beans and the tortilla was just the best. And ham, egg, cheese, and beans was mainly what was in it. And then we would I would open it up and put a whole thing of hot sauce in it.
Yes.
And then roll it back up and then use another thing of hot sauce to eat the rest of it.
Breakfast burritos are the boom.
And rolled tacos and and there was another place near my high school that I went to. I went to Helix, and we used to get carne asada fries there mostly.
I love the call. Love the call. So here's the thing about now, folks who might think that LA and San Diego are interchangeable. This is where you find distinctions. Very, very, yeah, exactly, very different. And specifically with carne asada fries, you cannot find carne asada fries in LA. It's hard. It's a bigger thing in San Diego in a lot of ways. So, you know.
I went to La Mesa Middle, Rahoma.
Oh wow, Rahoma was yeah. Great question. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That Mexican place where you got the catering from was fabulous. Is Trevor? Yeah,
it was actually fusion. It was like Filipino Mexican.
Okay.
Fusion, yeah, because they had they actually had a lumpia burrito.
Oh man, sounds like wait. Let me just try to visualize this. So is the lumpia in the burrito, or is lumpia the burrito? Like the whole thing's like a big old lumpia with like stuff.
I think they actually had like lumpia in the burrito.
Okay.
But I don't know that I actually, because I didn't actually get to eat really that night. Like I was running around making sure everybody was getting there, and that, you know, I literally did not eat until like I don't think I ate any of that food until the next day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool to investigate that, because that just sounds like a great time. A lumpia burrito sounds awesome.
Right?
Yeah. Osh. Rahoma says, oh, okay, my husband taught band at Parkway.
Very cool.
That's really cool. Yeah. Rahoma's big time ties in San Diego. So we love this conversation, because like this is like I'm basically from LA, more or less. I'm from a suburb of LA known as Oxnard, which is like an hour and a half. So I know San Diego very well too. So it's like it's really cool to hear this breakdown. So California burrito is kind of like similar to that, because it's basically carne asada fries in a burrito, basically. Like you wrap it around a tortilla, or wrap a tortilla around it. So, I don't know why you can't find carne asada fries in LA. It's just you just don't. It's just a different scenario. So, Joel says, when I'm in the mood, a jumbo hot dog with cheese whiz and ketchup really hits the spot. Sounds weird, I know.
Huh. I mean, yeah.
That's a good answer. Yeah, I mean, hey, listen.
I've never had that myself.
I'm not right. I'm not one to judge. I'm not going to judge. I should try it sometime. I will not judge. Not judging.
I will not judge unless I've tried it.
Exactly.
And then if I've tried it and I hated it, I will let you know.
No, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, actually, Rahoma says that actually sounds great, and I actually would be down with it. It sounds all right. I mean, I probably would switch the ketchup out and probably put mayonnaise in there or something, but other than that, that sounds good. I'd be down with it.
Put mustard instead.
Yeah, mustard would be good. Mustard is obvious. Mustard is the
especially with cheese.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that'd be kind of. I feel like it goes way better than ketchup. But you know, everybody.
They both go well with it though.
Yeah.
Because you know you put both usually on a hamburger with cheese.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's basically a cheeseburger hot dog.
Okay, I mean, I'm down with the cheeseburger hot dog. I'm good with cheeseburgers and hot dogs. Yeah, I mean, or if you just put a hot dog in a cheeseburger, I'm good with that too. Like, that sounds great. I've seen this. I've seen like hot links inside of burgers. Like, I'm all about that. That's a great idea. It's 2 sandwiches in one. Hey, Rahomo. Okay, so let's scroll up a bit. So Trevor asked a question, a frequent question. Here is a question for you, Davey. Is hot dog a sandwich? All right. No, but I'm not.
Disagree.
Uh-oh. Let's hear your rebuttal. I'm very curious.
I definitely think that a hot dog is a sandwich because it's kind of like a sub sandwich, right? Like, what are your reasonings why it's not a sandwich?
I don't subscribe to the sub sandwich factor there, because the bun is so small. It's just like the way you slice it. I utilize the cube rule, and so my problem is that if you blade it like on its side, it kind of looks like a sub. So I totally get that. I totally see where you're coming from on that, but I don't visualize that as like a bun. It just seems like pastry to me more than a bun. It is a bun. I get it, but I don't know. It's just hard. It's so small.
I mean, it's in between 2 pieces of bread.
I think if it is one piece of bread,
a mini sandwich is still a sandwich.
Yes, yeah, I'm with you on that.
So the size shouldn't matter.
The size it's not the size. It's not the size because we've had sliders. Sliders are like this big, right? And we call those are sandwiches. Oreos are like this big. Those are sandwiches. But a hot dog is strange because there's no like, usually you have a sandwich, you put things in it, right? But it's a tube.
You can put all kind. Have you ever been to Chicago? You can put all kinds of stuff in a hot dog.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen this. You're right. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen the photo evidence of this. A sandwich has 2 slices of bread. A hot dog bread isn't 2 slices of bread. That's kind of like what I thought.
If you separated it is, but also a sub sandwich is the same. It is also basically one slice of bread folded on each other, and that's still a sandwich.
Well, this is why I don't absolutely crush people who make the argument that it is a sandwich, because this is, I know where you're coming from on this. Like it looks like a sub, like it's really tiny sub sandwich. So it's a reasonable argument. Dara Hayden, what's going on? Welcome and pump it up.
Hey.
Welcome in, Dara. Dara. I say if the hot dog bun has been split full, it's a sandwich. If not, it's a hot dog. So that's.
Well, but Dara Hayden, what do you say about a sub sandwich that is still connected and has not been split in full? Is that still a sandwich too? What's the difference?
Dara, I'd love to hear your response to that. And my response, look, I'll give it a response to that. So if the sub, because the premise is that can be like, it is basically just 2 pieces of bread, but it's harder to make that argument when you have let me just put it this way. If you did split a sandwich, could you does it still stay in one piece? Yeah, it does. When you do it with a hot dog, it doesn't. Like, it just falls apart. It just kind of all topples over. So
it depends on how you do it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, absolutely. Like,
and what if you put a hot dog in a sub sandwich? Is it still a sandwich?
Now you got me
hurt
pretty
your brain?
good. You got me pretty good on that one. Like, it's kind of like it's like asking if you put like the slice of pizza in the sandwich. Is it now pizza? I don't know. That's a great. You got
if you put a hot dog in a sub sandwich, you go to jail. See, we did the same thing, Trevor. We didn't have, we didn't want, I don't know, when we didn't have, like, the buns for hot dog buns, we would just put it in a piece of bread. So yeah. Oh no.
Oh my. Pinball. Oh no.
Yes,
no,
or definitely.
Oh my god. Oh no. I think the chat is definitely going to vote yes on this. Hey, election Tuesday. There you go. This one's unanimous. You can't put a poll for only 10 seconds. That's not fair. Like, you didn't give people a chance to vote. It's only up for like 2 seconds. It was like,
right.
Rigged. I'm going to put exclamation point rigged in the chat. Rigged. Rugged.
Rugged.
It's worse than rigged.
Rugged?
It's rugged.
Looks like rugged to me.
Ah, yeah. Rugged for sure. Pinball Sorcerer, by the way, welcome in. Exclamation point pinball in the chat, Rahoma, if you could for us. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Pinball streams once in a while too.
Hey, nice.
So Dara and I we're gonna have to just go this one alone. If you put a hot dog in a sub sandwich, you go to jail. That's a great comment, though.
Right? Do you have a quote command on your stream?
We do. I think if you'd be so, if any of you, I think anybody can do quotes though. So if you want to throw in the quote Schrodinger sandwich, oh my god, fantastic! I love it. Okay, well, with that said, I think let's continue the conversation, everybody. So, folks, what we have part of our show is called Random Questions, and it's an opportunity for any of you to ask questions of our friend AubrynMusic. And so I will actually go. Mods, let's go ahead and open up the queue, and now let's bring in what we like to call America's favorite, and well, actually America and Canada, and really the rest of the world's favorite moment in Twitch broadcasting.
Do the dance. It's time for
There we go. You heard the jingle singers. Let's ask anything of our friend AubrynMusic. Exclamation point question followed by your question in the chat. Enter it in, and we'll answer your questions in order. Dara says, how long do you plan to go to prison for your abomination sub? A hot dog sub. You know what, though? I'll tell you what. I would eat that. If it's like a really good hot dog, I totally would eat that.
I mean, I think my dog unplugged.
Uh-oh, I think our furry friend has chewed up the cable or something. Ah, there you go.
He did something. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, Pinball, great question out of the box. So if anyone else would like to follow up with a question, feel free to put that in the chat too. Trevor and Rahomo, anybody, and Dara, anyone else who wants to ask a question, feel free to do so. Aha! Welcome back.
Thanks. Yeah, no, she put all my faders on my looper down to the bottom, so it turned my audio off.
Oh man! Wow.
The FBI silenced me. I mean, how long do I plan to go to prison for? I mean, it depends on, what they actually like, if they just slap me on my wrists or actually send me, But, I've got a plan to get out.
What's your plan? Oh, secret.
If I told you, then it wouldn't work, would it?
Good call.
Yeah.
So Joel says, I'll gladly go to prison if they have cheese with hot dogs. Nice. They might. That's the thing about it.
They might.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be something they would probably serve in prison.
Really? Right? Like it seems like something that could definitely be furnished there. Escape artist. Absolutely. You don't think about it. Aubryn's channel is magical, so I would not put it past Aubryn to get out of jail. Yeah. Love it. Okay, so let's get to our first question. This is from Pinball Sorcerer, and he asks, what is your favorite part about being a Twitch streamer?
Oh, I mean, you guys. Obviously, you guys. Because otherwise, it's just me singing alone to nobody, or just to myself or my dog. And that's no fun. So, getting to hang out with you guys on stream and interact and just have random, silly conversations like this. Yes, please. Thank you.
You're very kind, Yeah, that's really kind of you to say that of us. But that's, I mean, we love you. We all love you back too. That's the thing, and that's we appreciate all the tough times folks like yourself have gotten us through. So it's really great that. In fact, I think I already answered Dara's question with this basically, but yeah, it's really cool. It's that's really well said. Thanks for. You're acknowledging us. I think that's a big reason why many folks are a success on Twitch, because of the mutual respect they have for one another. It's really great. So, yeah, thanks. I guess that's I can't really add to that. What is my favorite part about being a Twitch streamer? It's pretty much the same thing. Like you said, if there was no chat, this would suck. Let's be honest. I wouldn't enjoy this if there was no chat. How would I know what was going on? How well this was going? The chat helps a lot. So thank you, everybody, for being part of this. Okay. Yeah. Now, this is from Rahomo. Rahomo, as we can all tell, is a big fan of yours. So, and why not? I mean, it's a great spot. The question is, if you had to learn a new instrument, what would it be?
The hurdy-gurdy.
Now, what is that?
A hurdy-gurdy. It's a really old instrument, actually. It's almost like a cross between a keyboard, a violin, and bagpipes. So you actually it has a crank, right? And it has keys, and you wear it, and it has a droning string and stuff. So the crank, it has kind of it's really hard to explain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't figured it out from the description, but maybe we can look it up at some point. And I can look.
Yeah. I can send you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead and throw it in the chat. I could probably cue it up over here on the screen and show it to everybody. Let me do that. Let's go to the next question. I don't think Rahomo cares what my new instrument would be. Saxophone, but no one was asking me. But
It's a good choice.
Oh yeah,
it's a good choice.
It's a good one. It's a fun one. It's a jam. You could go into alleys and like do saxophone, and it could be really fun. Let's see. Kill 'em before me. Okay. Violin with a crank that turns a bow on a wheel. Oh, okay. Is that
Yeah.
more or less what it is? Okay. Pretty cool.
Here, that's
It's quite a link there.
yeah. It was the first one that I saw.
Okay.
And like,
I got it though. I got it. Here we go. So let's go show this to everybody on screen. So like this is what it looks like, everyone.
well, it's one of them, anyways. Yeah.
Okay. So
can be really
here,
intricate.
this is a really fancy looking one too. Like this is cool. So folks, a hurdy-gurdy, everybody. You know, if you take a closer look at it, wow, yeah, this is neat. So you use a crank to turn the bow.
Yeah, the crank is at the bottom, like
Okay.
where the bottom of a violin would be.
Okay, so
essentially.
like around here, maybe.
Yes.
Okay. Neat. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that wheel right there that you can see,
Over here.
you see all the strings, and yeah, there's like a wheel that turns with that, and then you see like the neck kind of place has like keys that you would press down.
I see
and
that.
that changes some of the notes
Yeah.
on
Okay.
on some of the strings.
Oh wow.
It looks like this one might have 2 drone strings that don't get changed with the keys.
Okay. That's a very ornate instrument.
Yeah.
Well, that I think if you can find a way to play that, that would be. That sounds pretty. That sounds pretty boss. Like I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I've been wanting one for ages, and my mom's like, "You need to get one." I'm like, "They're so expensive."
Yeah, I hear it. Okay, so let's see. What do we have? What else we have on our queue? Favorite things about each other, and I think we already mentioned. I think I already mentioned the answer that I had, which is, I think it's really, your personality is very unique. You're very fun, and I think that helps us get through some tough times. So that was definitely it for me. And I also like the color purple, so that also helps. That the purple look and feel of your channel is also really fun too. So.
I mean, I like your purple look and feel of yours as well.
Thank you. Yeah. Got the purple work going on. Yeah, I'm a fan of purple. I'm just a purple fan. So thank you. All right, so there it is, Dara. I hope you enjoyed. Favorite thing about Dara, ability to troll. Very, very top tier. Top tier. Really good. So it's good to see you, Dara. Dara, appreciate you.
Oh,
Dana!
we're talking about Dana.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the raid, Dana. Welcome in. We were just talking about you. Dana, how you doing tonight? Let me go bring you in. So we play a raid song whenever we have a raid here on the program, and this is how it goes. Let's go. I protect the riot. I protect the riot. And folks, our friend Dana Baker, I met you at TwitchCon too. It's really nice to see you. We're chatting with Aubryn, your good friend. It's nice to see you, Dana. How was your stream tonight? I hope you're doing well. My name is Davey. I'm a variety streamer, and I host interviews once each week here on what we call the Sandwich Show. And this week's guest is AubrynMusic, who we're having a delightful time with so far. A fantastic musician out of Nashville, Tennessee, who also collaborated with Dana Baker. So for those of you from Dana Baker's channel, good to see you, folks. If you're not following Dana Baker, let's get a shout out in the chat for the fancy announced shout out so everybody can follow if you're not already. All True Facts is Dana. Yeah, 100%. Dana says, "'Twas good I meowed while singing Alanis Morissette because content."
Of course you did.
That was fantastic. Now that, if there's a VOD, that's worth watching, everybody. Yeah. If you missed it.
Yeah.
Thank you for the shout out, everybody. Yeah, so click on the little purple button. Purple's big over here on this channel. So all things purple, click on the purple things and follow Dana Baker Music. It's an awesome time. So but so good to see you again. Welcome in. We were talking about your first trip to In-N-Out. What did you think? Did you enjoy? What was your favorite thing about it? You're absolutely welcome, Dana. And folks in the chat, if you're don't forget to also follow our friend Aubryn if you're not already. Here's the link over here in the chat. It's a really good time. The artist formerly known as D Bakes. I did not know that. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. Did you know that? She used to be known as D Bakes? Interesting. Yeah.
That's how I first knew her.
Oh. Why? Interesting. I would love to hear
I still call her D.
D. No, that's cool. That's cool.
Or Ms. Bakes if you're nasty.
Ooh. Ms. Bakes. Let's go. But I appreciate the ratery from the bakery. I love it. Thank you for the follows, everyone. 11 Lightning. Appreciate the follow. Joel, thank you so much for the follow as well. We really appreciate you being here, everybody. Welcome in. We're going to keep having a conversation. We're doing random questions. So the way that works is exclamation point question followed by your question. And you can ask anything of Aubryn that you'd like about music, about food, about anything. And we'll keep going for the next few minutes at least, and if not longer. Dana Baker, my old tagline. Love it. Okay, so Muppets with a question. If you were to guest star on a revival of the Muppet Show, this is a very on-brand question for Muppets. Okay, so if you were to guest star on a revival of the Muppet Show, which Muppet would you most like to do a skit with?
Elmo.
I guess that counts.
He's sassy.
I love Elmo. That's a good. I'm not sure that Elmo's good.
Got the sass.
I love it.
Elmo is a Muppet. Oh, sorry. The Muppet Show.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Davies laugh.
I thought you were just talking about Muppets in general.
Yeah. So the
Okay.
OG Muppets.
Okay, fine.
Elmo's not worth the paperwork.
Okay, fair. I will change my answer then. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go. Kermit.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you can't go wrong with Kermit. Kermit's a classic.
Yeah.
Careful now. Fozzie, nice. Dana, I think that's great. Davies is not gonna lie. Davies' laugh has mild Elmo vibes. Yeah, I know it's in there. I got that Elmo vibe in me. Speaking of vibes, sandwich vibes tonight. This is my sandwich of the week. If you missed it, and earlier, those of you from Dana Baker Music, I had a grilled cheese, turkey melt with Fritos, and let's go see what Aubryn had tonight.
I finished mine.
Oh,
but
okay.
I had a peanut butter and honey sandwich.
Love it. Yeah.
On honey wheat bread, half crunchy peanut butter, half creamy peanut butter.
Love it. Yeah, it was a classic. It sounds, and you cannot go wrong with PB peanut butter. Dana says, "Ooh, looks delightful." Thank you very much. I'm glad you liked the sandwich too. So, Muppet's answer to the question was Swedish Chef. All the way. Nice. Good call too.
Yeah,
it's a fun one. Okay, so as mentioned, everyone from the raid, feel free to throw in a question. We'll be glad to answer that tonight. And here comes the next question from Trevor, who asks, "You had to lose one of your senses. Which one would it be, and why?"
Oh, probably smell.
Ah.
Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of the time, if there's stuff that smells bad, that can be a hindrance. And like, if I don't have to smell stuff that smells bad, then that's even better. You give up your sense of humor? No, never. Never.
Like a pinball with a troll there. Love it.
Yeah, right.
But Dana says, yeah, if a dude has bad breath, it's a deal breaker. So yeah, definitely a good argument there. Love it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I keep thinking back to my answer and like for the Muppets now, I'm like, I should have chose animal.
Ooh.
That just sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
Just the chaos.
Yeah.
The absolute chaos that would happen. And we could totally do a music thing together too,
Would you enjoy that would be a good challenge. Like trying to play alongside animals' drums would be wicked. Like,
you would have to absolutely embrace the chaos.
Yeah. There'd be much chaos, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good answers both ways. Dana says, "Oh my God, I know the human version of Animal. You'd love him. He's a Jewish metalhead."
Of course you do, Dana. Dana knows everybody.
I love it. Dana says, if a dude has bad... Oh, no, sorry. That was before. Dara says, you can never smell a scratch and sniff. Then you're just buying a scratch. Then sad times. I haven't had one of those.
I don't know the last time I bought a scratch and sniff.
I was wondering that, too. Like, I can't remember the last time I did scratch and sniff.
Would you miss your smemories? Just the word smemories just sounds dirty to me. I feel gross.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why, but it just reminded me of the word smegma, and I just, no thank you.
Oh my gosh. Two good times. So I guess I'll ask this question to both yourself and Dana. And the question is, who are among your favorite people to meet while you were at TwitchCon? Like, who are people you were looking forward to seeing, like, as you were coming in there? And then maybe even, but more to the point, like, once you were there, like, who are your favorite people that you remember meeting when you were there? In addition to, like, folks you already knew. But even folks you already knew, like, seeing him in person, like, is a thing. Anyway, I was wondering what you both thought.
I mean, as far as anticipation, definitely Sashi was like number one person. I'm like, I cannot wait to like squeeze her and hug her and finally meet her face to face because I freaking love her. But also Joliet 4, who I definitely cried multiple times listening to because she's freaking amazing, and she was on my show last week.
Yep.
And then like actually getting there and like, first of all, being surprised that they were there in the first place, because I don't think I was expecting Laura Wiley piano, because I didn't know that she was even there. And then Trevor's like, hey, look who I just met. I'm like, what the? She's here. Hold on. I'm like, I gotta go. I was like, talking to people, and I'm like, I will be back.
Nice.
I gotta go right now because I gotta go meet her. But also, Anel was another that I was really anticipating meeting.
Absolutely.
And Mermaid Unicorn, who I also met briefly. But I was not expecting to meet Zane Carney, who's going to be on my show tomorrow, but he is freaking really cool and super talented and extremely impressive. So yeah, Carmela as well. I didn't really know Carmela as much going into TwitchCon, and then coming out, I was like, she's freaking really awesome. Like, man,
that's really cool. You got to meet so many cool people. Yeah, and I know some of them really well. Like,
and Joyce,
of course, absolutely.
Yeah,
Joyce. Mm-hmm. And
yeah.
We can add Jory to that too, because Jory was awesome. Like Joyce and Kathleen L. So let's go to Dana's answers. Let's see. Dana said, what do you see? Gloop Dog went out of his way to make me feel included and brought me tacos. Nice.
Yes.
That's cool. Joliet is a queen. Joyce Lee music, as mentioned. Zane is chill AF. Yeah, I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes, very much so. Like, he and I, he gave me his. We exchanged Switch codes so that we could go and play Overcooked on Switch online together.
That's so cool.
And then there ended up being Overcooked in TwitchCon, so we ended up going playing that for a little bit on the last day.
Look at that. That's a great bond already. So what precipitated the collab though for tomorrow's? Like, was it just like leaning back on that and just reaching out and saying, hey, would you be interested in my web concert series, et cetera, et cetera?
Pretty much.
Okay,
I asked him over Froyo when we went. There was like that last day, like Joliet I knew was playing at that Froyo place. Also Katie,
Voice Unmuted,
yeah, Voice Unmuted. I didn't know she was going to be there either, and I'm like, oh my gosh, holy crap, it's really cool to meet you in person finally. Like, I didn't know she was going to be there. That was another one. Yeah, and Leia also, love her. That's
so cool. And folks, just in case, just to refresh what we were talking about, Aubryn's web concert series is quite a bop. It's she's already featured a lot of great artists on this weekly series. It's on Wednesdays at, I believe it's like 9:00 Eastern. Correct me if I'm wrong. And tomorrow, she's hanging out with Zane Carney. And if you're wondering who Zane Carney is, Zane Carney is a very impressive artist on this platform. So what a get! That's going to be great. I mean, what are you most looking forward to as you start this interview with Zane?
I mean, we're both going to be playing original music.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be, doing a little interview as well. I've been recently also doing what we call the the bad lip reading interview, where I ask 3 questions, but they can't hear what I'm saying, and they basically answer without knowing what the actual question is, and they have the opportunity to get me back essentially with 3 questions, and then I'll just answer literally whatever I feel off the top of my head.
Okay.
I try to pay attention at least to the very first word so that I can kind of answer in a way that might kind of make sense. But like the less it makes sense, the more random and weird it is, the funnier it was. Where would you like to tour? The bathroom. That was one of them. Yes.
Oh, that's so great. Oh my god, the bad lip reading. So Dana's all about it too. So folks,
I stole it from Sashi.
Oh really?
But I think she stole it from somebody on TikTok. So.
Oh okay. Well, that's pretty neat because like Sashi's definitely got a beat for TikTok. I've seen Sashi's TikTok a bunch. Like great TikTok.
Yeah.
Now let's go over and take a look at who we're gonna have tomorrow. There's Zane on the left hand side. I mean, nobody knows how to wear a striped shirt like Zane Carney. Like this is a person with style, folks. Do not miss this tomorrow at 9:00 Eastern at AubrynMusic. Good times. Yeah, that's gotta be so exciting.
He's in a duo with Evan Rachel Wood. Yeah, it's not Yeah, he's also played guitar with like Avril Lavigne, Johnny Lang.
Wow.
I mean,
I'm seeing
John Mayer.
John Mayer. Wow.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a boss, basically.
Little impressive.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, and there will be a VOD up after, I believe, because it almost end up being on VODs too. So that's great. So,
Trevor, you love to flex.
Trevor says not to flex, but I'm on for Zane. Nice.
He loves to flex.
He does. Mods have that tendency to flex. It's all right. We're good with it.
It's part of his charm.
Yep. I'm with it. So Trevor, excuse me. Let's go to the next question in our queue, which is from Dara Hayden Music. Will you try a full hot dog sub now? You got to commit to your words.
Absolutely, I will. I don't know where I'm going to get one. I'd have to probably make one by myself, but I would do it for you. Yeah.
Listen, I'm all about trying new things. So if you put one on the table, put one on a plate for me, I'll have one too. So I'd be glad to try one. Yeah. How big is it though? Like, are we talking like a regular size hot dog, or are we talking
right?
Yeah, like that's a factor. We would love to know that.
Am I gonna have to get like 2 hot dogs and like put them, end to end?
Almost, is that a promise, Davey? Sure. If there's if you all have the wherewithal to do it, I'll partake. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, y'all are crazy.
What have we done?
No, what is the name of your furry friend again? I thought I should introduce Nymeria. Hello there. Mm-hmm. Nice to meet you. I'm Davey.
She's snoozing now.
Oh no, all good. Rest well, Nymeria. It's good to see you. Let's see. Dara says no, a full size sub with proportional hot dogage.
Okay. Proportional hot dogage. So does that also? Another question: does the hot dog have to be whole, or can I cut it up?
I think you almost have to have more than one anyway. So I think that's definitely on the table. You can go either way on that. Yeah, I wouldn't judge that either. Proportional hot dog.
Proportional hot dog is my favorite. Right.
Dana, I love it.
That's a good one. It's a good one.
I'm going to get tickets for that. Proportional hot dogage.
Mm-hmm. That's my title to my sex tape.
Fantastic.
I gotta credit Dana on that one.
Nice. Dana, props to you.
And she credits Ella. It's getting around. That's another one.
Getting around. That's another one. Let's see. Muppet says, I leave for 2 minutes and return a hot dogage. Oh, did you ever?
Right?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, our sex tape is getting around, says Dana. Oh, boy. All right, so I got this for Pinball Sorcerer. Thank you very much for the redeem. How about some Velveeta? Velveeta! Oh. Yeah!
You just have that randomly?
That's literally the redeem. So, that's all I do. But there's a story behind this. So, they were offering samples of Velveeta shells and cheese at the streamer station at TwitchCon. So, that's where I got it from. So...
Okay.
I'm just carrying it around, and like the Risky Biscuit band sees me with it. They're like, they just think it's such a riot that I'm having like a Velveeta just hanging around. They're like, "Can I get you some hot water so you can eat it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. This has been crazy." But then like I think it was Justin who came up and said, "Look, next time I see you, I want you to show us the Velveeta." So I'm like, "All right, sounds good," because I didn't have anywhere to put it. So the next day, I'm back at TwitchCon, right? And they see me. And they're like, all right, where is it? Where is it? And then I dig it out of the bag, and I'm like, and then everybody gets all excited. So that's our thing now. So anytime you want to redeem Velveeta, that's what I'll do.
Yep. That's fantastic.
Thank you. Let's see. Joel says, sub can hold more hot dogs if you arrange them diagonally. Trevor says, this is getting kinky. Getting kinky. Yeah. Pinball says, one day we will get that sponsorship. Absolutely. We got all sorts of sponsorship ideas over here. We have Arby's, we have Velveeta, we have
right.
we have Jelly Belly, we have
Panera.
I have Panera too. Absolutely. Like if you had a dream sponsor for your channel, like who would be the dream sponsors for you?
Ooh. That's a good question. Elgato?
Elgato, the makers of the Stream Deck. Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it. Let's see. Pine says, Davey probably has an emergency supply of Velveeta in his car. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying I don't. I don't want to reveal all my secrets, but you know what I mean? Not saying no. Not saying no to that. Let's see. Get that cheddar. Love it. Lightning. Coca-Cola. Do we have any more?
Get that cheddar.
Yeah. And by the way, for those of you joining us from Dana Baker's channel, I would like you to know that we have a lot of point redeems that make us do a lot of wacky things here on the Sandwich Show. So if you click on the little points redeem section, you'll see there are plenty of them, and we'd be glad to try some of these out for you. Dana says, there was a discussion about sponsors on Call Sign Scarecrow's channel, and Bad Dragon was mentioned. His face when he Googled it.
I don't know what this... Now I'm... Hold on, should I? Oh no, that's...
When it starts with "oh no," that's not...
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Lord. Of course. Only on his stream. Or mine.
I think Dana mentioned that...
this one, apparently.
Yeah. Well, Dana was really excited to see you meet Call Sign Scarecrow.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
That's gonna be fun.
I mean, eventually it's gonna happen. I'm, know, one of us is gonna make the trip. It's probably gonna be me, to be honest. I'm trying to get over to Europe for TwitchCon EU next year.
Oh, okay.
Because Paris.
Yeah, I heard it's in Paris. Pop it up, Paris. That sounds good. Yeah. Taylor says that's why I use incognito browsing. Right? Like that. Right. Well, for what though? You can't use it all the time. Everything's gonna be in there. But I kind of I know where you're coming from. Yeah. Okay. So Boom Roasted. This is my very feeble attempt to roast people. So let me go roast Rahomo. Rahomo, you have some nerve putting that redeem and embarrassing me in front of everybody tonight. But god damn it, you were so kind and you were so gracious in modding this channel tonight. You are wonderful, and I thank you so much for being a part of this tonight. It warms my heart that you could be here for Aubryn, because I know how much you enjoyed the show, and so thank you so much for being here tonight. Boom Roasted. See,
Wow, that's the worst roast I've ever seen, and like the most wholesome.
It's so bad.
Ouch! Damn. Right?
Yeah, right. Dana says, imagine saying you're gonna roast someone and then complimenting them.
That's exactly what just happened.
It's exact.
Wow, chill.
Well, no, yeah.
No chill.
So thank you for the point redeemer, Homo. Well, you're great too, jerk. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so the queue is wide open. Would anyone else like to send a question to us? Exclamation point question followed by a question. And we'll be glad to keep
Y'all can
answering.
get as weird as you want to. I mean, be kind and be, TOS and all that, but...
Right. Yeah, exactly. TOS is a big part of this. Like, it just, we're glad to push the envelope in many ways, but but we definitely... I mean, if we got a big band for 3 days, maybe it'll be worth it. Just depends on what it is. But we'll see what happens. So, let's see. Lightning, question. Here it comes. What musician would you bring back from the dead? Wow.
David Bowie.
Ah, yes. Excellent call.
Easy.
Fantastic. Yeah. Terrific call.
Yeah.
Terrific call. I can't.
Even, just so I can meet him.
Yeah.
It would be
absolutely.
totally selfish of me. He's like, I'm resting, damn it. Only with, his accent.
Oh, sure.
But
I love it. I can't top that. That's a great answer. Like that's as good an answer as I could come up with. So, Lightning, thank you for the question. Appreciate you. All right. So, Dara Hayden Music question. If you could, and no, I mean no one would know. Let me rephrase. How many of would it take? Okay, let me read that again. If you could, and no, I mean no one would know. Let me rephrase. How many of would you take it? Would it take to? If it was, would you?
yes.
Yeah.
It's a simple question, Davey.
It's really not. You're right. Like once you really analyze it, it's actually.
Would you?
Yeah. I would too. Dara says, "See, she gets it." Braham was just a simple question. Yeah, you're all right. You totally get it. You totally had it. Okay. Next up from Pinball Sorcerer. Trevor says, "I think my brain exploded." Let's see. Pinball. What was your favorite Halloween costume?
Oof. The one that I remember the most, and this was actually like a Halloween costume. I was like Jeannie from I Dream of Jeannie when I was little. My mom actually made the costume and everything. That's probably one of my favorite ones that I actually wore on Halloween. But like I do a lot of I like to do a lot of special effects, makeup and stuff like that. And probably one of my favorite ones for that, was like a version of Frankenstein. It was like a kind of a glam version of Frankenstein, but like I had put like stitches and like separated my face into different like colors and different it was like purple and green and blue and stuff. And I don't know, I really liked that Halloween makeup.
Boy, that sounds like an awesome costume, though. Yeah, I think Janie is cool. That's great. Yeah, thanks for the answer to the question. Good stuff right there. What was your favorite? Yeah, I mean, my favorite Halloween costume. Mm-hmm. I think emo guy is a good one. Batman's one of my favorite. I didn't wear it, but I mean, Batman's a great Halloween costume.
Yeah,
just perfect for Halloween.
Solid.
Yeah. So, good time. Thank you for the question, Pinball Sorcerer. Appreciate you. Joel says, little kid dresses up as an electric transformer. Like the robot, or like literally a transformer? Because that seems really boring. But
but I'm interested in how they would pull that off.
Yeah.
I feel like how they would actually pull that off would be really interesting.
Yeah.
Because like, how would you make that in costume form?
Right. I don't. That's the biggest challenge, right? Just making the costume. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Joel says 2 fake heads on your shoulders so you can be the middle stooge.
Nice.
Oh, I see. So you can be the 3 stooges. You can be 3 people in one.
Yeah.
Would anyone get it though? Like nowadays, like that's kind of a dated reference now. Like I wonder how many people would still remember the 3 stooges.
Older people would.
I mean, I would. Yeah. To your point. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Older people definitely would. Yeah. Okay. That's a terrific question. Like it's very, very fun ideas, everybody. Thank you. Trevor with a question. Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you wanted, one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? And then you just gotta go So, would you?
Yes. Yes. Why not?
Absolutely. What are you going to say no to that after all that buildup? Like, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Trevor, you got that's a brilliant question.
Good night, D.
Dana, have a great night. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, folks. Can we get one more shout out for Dana Baker Music? Thank you so much for the raid again. I appreciate you so much. And y'all, go follow Dana Baker. My goodness, what an incredible musician as well. Phenomenal. Not only phenomenal music, phenomenal voice, but funny too, as we can see in the chat. So
man,
yeah,
yes.
This is the correct raid target. Well, you're very kind, Dana. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I look forward to hanging out with you all when I see you. So take care of yourself. So, and you can do it too by following Dana Baker Music, everybody. So let's get this rolling. We have some more questions in the chat from Lightning. Here we go. If you could form a musical supergroup, who would it consist of? Maximum 5 members, which I assume includes yourself. So you have 4 other people that you can recruit for this supergroup.
Oh, dang. Okay. See, mine would probably end up being all vocalists, so it might end up being like an a cappella group. No. Okay. See, right now I'm thinking of mostly like other Twitch streamers.
But that's a good way to go, right? I'm told thinking, that you can recruit 5 people, so you can have it'll be 6 people total. So like you can be the 6th person.
Okay, all right. I mean, Joliet, 4, obviously. Zane Carney. Mm-hmm. Carmela.
Ooh. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Joe plays violin.
Yeah.
And let's see. The names. Dang it. Drums.
Magnificent?
No.
Someone else in drums.
Oh, come on, somebody help me.
Drums, folks. Drums.
Why is my brain not working?
Is it more than one person on drums? Calvin Thomas?
No. Oh, Calvin. Yeah, hold on. No, Calvin's got to be in there.
Nice.
Calvin has to be in there.
There it is. Awesome.
Calvin has to be in there.
Now that's a great group.
There we go.
It's a great group.
Yeah.
Is it Gorman's drums? Well, y'all do need a drummer, right? You could probably just throw Gorman in there anyway. Like, just make it.
Andrew Core, who was
Andrew Core, which is who went with Joe to TwitchCon.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Core is awesome.
But Calvin.
Yeah.
Calvin has to be in there.
So I think you've got a great group. Like I was hearing that this would be very super of a group, no doubt. And Dara's question says, if you could make a band of Twitch musicians, who would be your lineup? And it's like pretty much the same question. So there it is.
Pretty much.
So let's recap. So Joe plays violin. Mm-hmm. And if you're not familiar with any of these folks, I would let's go get some shout outs in the chat for each of these folks. Joe plays violin. Mm-hmm. Andrew Core. Mm-hmm. Calvin Thomas music. Carmela. So that's 4, right? And then Joliet 4. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then so I think we get one more, or is that it? Zane Carney, I think, was it or no?
Yeah, Zane. Mm-hmm.
Zane is there. Okay, so that's 6.
Yeah, he was in there. Mm-hmm.
So the Magnificent 7 right there, because Aubryn sings lead in this band. So there you go. Mm-hmm. So
I don't know, Joliet though.
Oh yeah. No, I guess it's just like the Beatles.
We could be co-lead. We could be co-lead.
Co-lead. There you go. So see, there you go.
But also we have to have Calvin singing at some point too.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's nothing like that buttery voice of Calvin Thomas. Like there's no question. I
mean,
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, they all have great voices though. That's the thing. Like
I know.
I'm
a vocalist, so like all of my.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a great voice too. Let's all sing together. Can you imagine?
Oh man, hearing that harmonies would be off the chain. Yeah, right?
I would be in heaven.
Oh, that's going to be great. You really recruited well here. This is going to be quite a band. Get those flyers out. Let's get these folks touring. Great start, by the way. I'm sorry I just missed you. Maria, welcome in. How you doing? Can we give Maria a shout out in the chat too? Welcome in, Maria. So good to see you tonight. Welcome. So good to see you. One of our newest mods on the program. It's really great to have you here. Also an awesome makers and craft streamer. So follow the Creative Star right now. In fact, I'm going to just take this a step further. I'll do the fancy shout out. As long as I know how to type. There we go. So click the button over there to give our friend Maria a follow as well. Let's see. Dara says, no, I'm a riot. Joke. I don't even add myself into my own one. I wouldn't either. I'm like, I disqualify myself. I'm just going to be a promoter. Like, I not that I'm a musician to begin with, but like, I wouldn't even, like, if I were, I wouldn't even do it. Like, so let's see. Auburn's Discord has the Transformer costume and art shell and stuff. Oh, really? Shall we see this? Let's go take a look. I would love to see this. Let us go see. I'm going to
sharing selfies. Oh my gosh.
All right, we got to see. Okay, hold on.
So cute.
Let's see. It's under selfies, you say?
Yeah, art share and selfies.
Okay. Let's see if I can find art share and selfies channel.
It's in the Get Creative section.
Oh, okay. I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at all these costumes. Oh, yeah, right? This is a literal Transformer. Uh-huh. That's so cool. That's adorable. Yo, yep. That's pretty cool. So, folks, very cute. I am going to post this on here. Let's see if this will work. It does. Okay, so now we're going to move over here and take a look at this adorable. If it's okay with you. Like, I'm sorry if I shouldn't have checked before, but that is an adorable Transformer. Like, super cute. It's quite electric, folks, this costume, but
it's shocking.
Shocking. There you go. That's pretty good. Hey-oh, I love it. Let's see. Oh, the fancy shit. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad to do that, Maria. And Dara says, I'll be pro hype man. Right? Like, I'm good at hyping shit. So I'd be happy to hype people.
Over these buttons.
I can't have over these buttons. Oh, I mean, wait, what? I mean, what can you say about this?
What?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like a jolt of, it's just a jolt we needed. This photo. Thank you so much for sharing that, everybody. Okay, Helix, welcome in too. Welcome in. How you doing? Good to have you with us. We're chatting with AubrynMusic.
It makes me so zappy.
Makes me zappy too. I love it. I mean, just to have the capacitance to enjoy that was really, really, really wonderful. So thank you so much for offering that to us. It was an electrifying experience. There you go. Okay, says that's not the Transformer I was thinking of. Same for me. Like, I was ready for Optimus Prime or Starscream or Bumblebee, but we ended up with 240 volts of cuteness. That's what we ended up with. There you go. Okay, says another new thing to your stream I'll never understand. That is not a bad thing. No, well, just it's a long journey. Mokay's new to our channel, so our friend is learning all the nuances of the show firsthand. It's quite an experience, so I appreciate you being part of this, and thanks for staying with us too. I appreciate it. So Mokay, if you would like to ask a question in the chat, exclamation point question followed by the question itself, then enter that into your chat. We'll take it in order. Dara with a question. If you could be any movie character, who?
Ooh. Movie character. Oh. I'm thinking I have, a few in mind. The first one that I thought of was Lara Croft. The second one I thought of was Galadriel, and then the third one I thought was Hermione Granger.
Hermione is good though. Yeah. She's the is it appropriate to call her a badass? Because she's a badass. Like, she's a badass. Yeah.
Totally.
Doris is Exit Kingsman for me. Nice. Good call. I mean, this is such a lame answer just because I think a lot of people use this answer. Han Solo. I want to be Han Solo. I want to have that kind of bravado, guts. I want to have a cool ship I can fly around. I want to have like a 10-foot tall, like furry co-pilot. You know. Rahoma says, fun fact, my computer's host name is Galadriel.
Galadriel. Yeah. From Lord of the Rings.
Dara says, I've never watched Star Wars, but I will defend this a little bit because my impression is Dara's a little younger than I am. So I'm cool with that comment. But if you get around to it, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Like any of them.
Fix that.
Yeah, definitely fix that. Definitely fix that. Yeah, definitely fix that. Because we'd love to hear your thoughts. Oh, wow. Dara, okay. Wow, 03. Holy mackerel. All right, yeah.
You a baby.
All right, so do you have a favorite Star Wars movie of this? Probably any of them. Like, do any of them stand out to you as your favorite? Let's see where you go with this.
A favorite Star Wars movie?
You have a top 3?
I mean, the original trilogy.
Yeah.
But I'm one of those who liked all of them. Like
yeah.
You know, I even liked the ones that everybody hated. And everybody, hated Jar Jar, and I loved him.
Okay, that's a unique comment. Like, this is the first time I've heard that. Like, I've definitely heard, I am good with the prequels and such, but I've never heard anyone say I'm down with Jar Jar. I would love to hear this defense. This is interesting.
I don't know, because his weirdness, I understood, like, the weird voice and all that kind of stuff, and just, like, I don't know, I thought he was kind of funny because he was so dumb that, like, he was like a himbo. And
yeah,
who doesn't like a himbo? And also, like, a himbo who talks weird. I feel like I kind of related a little bit.
I gotcha. Okay.
To Jar Jar.
All right.
In certain, like,
Aubryn has spoken, folks. Himbo, yeah, love it. So let's. Oh yeah, Joel says I saw the original Star Wars in the theater when it came out. I missed most of the 30 sequels. I mean, there were a lot. Yeah, to your point, there were a lot. I think
I did really like The Mandalorian.
Wait, did or did not?
I did.
Oh, same. So good.
Yes.
So good. Definitely the best TV show they put out so far. Very, very good. Lightning says, Dara Hayden says, wow. Well, first let's get, Dara says, I like the one where they have the lightsabers. Well, good one. And then Lightning, my favorite sequence with Jar Jar is when someone made a video of him going over the waterfall. I'm not understanding. I guess I don't get the reference to that one, but that does sound harsh.
I think somebody made a meme or something.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Am I right? Yeah. There's a clip. You have to YouTube it.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for all your input, everybody. I really appreciate your comments in the chat. Moke Helix, is this a correct way to ask a question? Absolutely. Feel free to ask another. Use the same format. We'd love to see it here in the chat, Moke. Muppet says, which do you prefer? Richard Harris, the Dumbledore in the first two Potters, or Michael Gambon?
I mean, because he was Dumbledore in the first two, I'm going to have to go Richard Harris originally because, like, change is hard, And when, I mean, obviously, they had to replace him because, he passed away. But, like, my heart will always be with him. Because he was, Yes.
He's an icon. I mean,
absolutely.
You can even forgive MacArthur Park, the rest of his career, very iconic. So I love it.
That being said, I thought they did a great job with the replacement. Like he did really, really awesome.
That's true because, like, I don't feel like I missed, like it was like there was a huge drop off. I mean, there's definitely a drop off. I mean, let's not make any mistake about it, but it definitely still maintained the energy of the series. So I'm with you on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So well said. Aubryn, well said.
Just took it an adjustment, you know?
Right.
It was an adjustment.
Yeah. Yeah. Lobbit says, I feel like Richard Harris's Dumbledore is more wizardly and wise, more gentle too, but still strong.
Yeah.
See, yeah, it's good. That's a good assessment. Like, the thing about it is, like, I don't know how much younger Michael Gambon was compared to Richard Harris, but I wonder if his relative age to the age of, compared to the age of the character had something to do with it. Like, the fact that they were closer in age. Because I visualized Richard Harris being kind of about the same age as Dumbledore would have been in the books. So I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to assess that because I don't know how old the other actor was, but
yeah,
but it helps, I think. Let's see. So we have a next question from Pinball. What is the correct way to ask a question? Be vague.
The correct way to ask a question is with your mind. Did you get that? I asked you a question just now.
I just answered it.
You did. Well done.
Ah, there you go.
Perfect answer.
I love it. Love it. So, Pinball, I hope that answers your question. And if it doesn't, we will send you another one. There we go. All right, so next up from Dara Hayden Music. Ark Scott, what's going on? Ark Scott, so good to see you. Pump it up. Welcome in. How you doing? Ark says, and Harris got into it because his granddaughter wanted him to be. That's so cool. I didn't know that. It's a great story. Did you know that? It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Thoughts on Shawn Mendes and why is it that he's just the best ever?
I am not that familiar with Shawn Mendes, to be honest. I've definitely heard some of Shawn's music, but not much.
Okay.
So I don't have that many thoughts.
I appreciate the honesty in that response because honestly, I don't feel like I'd have much of a different. I have nothing to add to that. I'm just as clueless. I'm sorry, everybody, but I'm glad you all appreciate him. So, my thoughts on Shawn is yes. That's our friend Maria in the chat. That's great.
You're right.
You're right. Nicely done, everybody. Lightning. Let's see. Lightning asks, do y'all think miking an amp is a viable option for music live streams on Twitch? I
mean, that's what I do when I play electric.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably see back here. Kind of. Hold on if I move my mic.
I do see it, yeah.
I got a little amp that's mic'd up right here.
Okay.
Because the amp itself doesn't plug in. And actually, it has like a headphone output, but it doesn't sound right plugged into my
I gotcha. That's always I was very curious about that because I'm like, how do people make that sound on a stream? Because is that advantageous is my question, and I don't know if it is. I mean, noise
in a lot of studios that's what they do to record.
Right. That's what I thought too.
They mic the amps, yeah, and it depends on the microphone and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, it's absolutely an option.
Okay, that's good to know. I mean, it's a loud option, obviously. Like, so you'll have to be in a house.
In your house, yeah.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that too.
Yeah.
But
so, like, if you have neighbors or stuff, maybe turn it down as low as it can go, and then crank it up in your mixer or whatever.
Yep, good advice. Good advice, Aubryn. See, one thing that folks may not know about music streams is that that's basically what most instruments just go right into the mixer, so you don't hear anything. So if you took your headphones off, like it would be just clickety clacks of the keys or the strings. It's kind of weird, right, to hear that, but
unless you're playing acoustic guitar.
Oh yeah, definitely. Acoustic guitar or harmonica or kazoo, I think would be another one. Like, cause you can't really do that straight in the mixer, but
and
tambourine. Excellent. Now, how many instruments are we looking at here in your studio? Let's see. You've got mandolin, got guitar, electric, and acoustic. Like, what is?
Let's see, guitalele.
Ah.
There is a violin hanging on the wall over here.
Okay.
Can't really see very well. Yeah, and I have an auto harp, a chroma harp. I've also got a glockenspiel. What else do I have? That's mostly it. I mean, the tambourine. I've got a variety of different percussion instruments. I've got a doumbek, which is kind of like a smaller djembe. Keys in front of me.
Sweet.
I've also got, a launch pad here.
Oh yeah, for the looper. Nice.
Yep.
Awesome.
I also have like a foot pedal looper as well by my feet. Yeah. I have a harmonica somewhere. I've also got a kazoo somewhere. Oh, I also have a penny whistle and an ocarina.
Oh, the ocarina. Yeah, I've seen these. Like they're kind of like recorders, but they're kind of shaped like a football. Pretty cool.
Yeah, the one that I have is shaped like a shell.
Ah.
I think it's in the other room.
Oh, okay, no worries. Yeah. But yeah, that's really great. Appreciate the rundown. That's pretty cool. A lot of cool stuff going on over there in the studio. All right, so Lightning, great question. Thank you so much for your question. And now, Arg Scott, good to have you in our chat tonight. And the question: would you go to Scotland for just the chance to see the Loch Ness monster?
Yes, I would not even need that to be, to even happen. I would absolutely go regardless. But if that was like, yes.
So you were going anyway, but a good.
Yeah.
That's a nice perk, though, right? Get to see Loch Ness monster.
I mean, yes, obviously.
Right. Thanks for the question, Arg Scott. Really good stuff. Okay, Muppets with another question. And I really like the pacing of these questions. So thank you very much for keep them coming. Muppets with. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I would have no answer to this, so let's see what Aubryn has to say. Thoughts on Josh Groban being cast as Sweeney Todd in the upcoming Broadway revival?
Josh Groban, I feel like he's definitely can sing the part. I don't know his personality well enough to know if he. I mean, obviously somebody thinks that he'll do a good job. He definitely can sing it though. But like, I don't necessarily see him as Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. But I would be interested in seeing his version. That would be interesting, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm kind of asking the same question as Rohomo. Wait, is that really happening? And I guess it is. So yeah,
apparently
somebody thinks he's worthy of the role. So more good on him. We'll see if it works out for everybody. So, cool.
If I can get a bootleg.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know if one would want to pay for tickets for that right away. Like, we gotta need to see how that plays out first before we put money into it. But let's go to the next question from Moke Helix, who asks, I have not had the pleasure of watching any of your streams. Not yet. But you can fix that, Moke, because here's the link. Rohomo, if you can get the link over to AubrynMusic to follow our friend Aubryn's channel. And once you do, you're going to be in for a retreat. But anyway, Moke asks, would it be possible to sing or play one of your favorite songs? Well, that's not something we normally do on this show. I don't know if you have your stuff plugged in. If not, it's cool. But I would just say this: like, check out her channel tomorrow. It's going to be a really good time. She's going to be on with Zane Carney, and I understand you both will be playing music on stream.
Yes,
that's great. So that would be my recommendation. Go check out the stream. It'll be totally worth it. It'll be worth the wait. It's going to be an amazing show. Check it out. It starts at 9:00 Eastern time, and then just so when you follow, you'll get the notification when Aubryn's on live, and then you'll enjoy it. It should be a good time. So let's do the thing. Okay, so yeah, all originals, exactly. So even more reason to go check it out. So, but It's good times. I'll follow, but she'll. Why is she on probation? Was it because of the hot dog comments? Like,
That's hysterical.
Oh, that is funny. Like...
Noted. Duly noted. You're on probation too, though, now. So, you know.
Yep. Now you're Mark.
You best be on your best behavior.
Fantastic.
Or else you're out.
All right. Well, thank you for the question, okay. Next up from Rahomo. Are rainbows heavy? And thank you, Moke. Appreciate you. Very kind of you to follow, Aubryn.
I think the rainbow provides the levity to the clouds' heaviness. So I would say no.
Ah.
I would say the rainbow is the lightest part. The lightest part. It's literally light. Rainbows are light.
Phenomenal. Yes. You're absolutely right. So the follow-up
I always thought they were pretty light too. Hey.
Of course. Absolutely. They are reflections, right? So it absolutely is light. So wait. Oh, I just got that. I am a dumbass. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty light. Like, it's literally light. Because the question, are they heavy or are they light? You said they're literally light. And then I'm like, yeah, I think they are pretty light. And I was thinking like, you know, oh yeah, they're like literally light. You just reflect light. I didn't think of the double entendre. So nicely done, everybody. I was the last one in the universe to get
You're
that.
Fired.
I know. I'm done. Like, well, I'm gonna go take over the show. I've been demoted. Okay, next up from Taylor is water wet.
Yes?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the question, Taylor. All right, so next, Art Scott, it's good to see you in the queue here. And the question is, what is your favorite sandwich?
Ooh, I've been thinking about this a lot because I had multiple answers, but I think I have to go with the French dip.
Ooh. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the call. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one. Where have you had your favorite French dips over the years?
Oh, there was this one place that we used to go to with my dad that was like a sports bar,
Mm-hmm.
but they had the best French dip, and I don't remember what it's called. They also used to have like this, and it was a while ago too, before this was more commonplace, but it was like a puzzle thing at the beginning. It was like a video game that kids could play at like the entrance of the sports bar, and they had all kinds of different games and stuff. It was like puzzles and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, it's kind of like Dave and Buster's, but maybe probably a more local.
Kind of, but I mean, they only had like 2 machines. But
oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bop either way. So yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's a great answer though. Wow, French dip is good.
Man,
Yeah.
any time that I see that there's French dip on the menu someplace, I have to get it.
Love it.
It is necessary. As soon as I see it on the menu, I stop looking at anything else. I'm like, yep, that's what I'm getting.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's a terrific response. I think the chat was all about it too, so that's really great.
Mm-hmm. I had a completely different answer, and then I was mentioning this show to my fiance,
mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Oh yeah, your favorite sandwich, French dip." I'm like, "That's not what I was going to say, but you're absolutely right."
There you go.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
And that's why you're all getting married. See, right there. It was meant to be. Inspiration by way of sandwiches. It's beautiful. My favorite sandwich is the Rachel, which is a pastrami Reuben. Fantastic. Just a really great one.
Okay.
I also like the Italian Hero, aka Hoagie, aka Sub.
Gyro.
So, yeah. I do like the Euro too. It's a Euro sandwich.
I would say yes.
I think it is too, but it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
But like, is a taco a sandwich?
I don't know. I think a taco is a taco. It's another one.
Is a gyro a taco?
Yes, I do think a gyro is a taco. I do.
But is a gyro a sandwich too? Because it's a little thicker.
Right, yeah. That's why I think it could be a sandwich. Like, I'm not completely against that. Not completely against that. As you said, the consistency of the bread is very much in line with like bread.
What you think of as a sandwich. But see, a hot dog, we're back at this because the consistency of a hot dog bun is definitely like bread. It's definitely bread.
Yeah. I don't know.
Bread.
I mean,
like if you held up a hot dog bun and you're like, is this bread? The answer would be yes.
It is bread.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
So anything that goes between those two would be a sandwich, right?
Yeah. Maria's got my back here.
What if you put not a hot dog on a hot dog bun? What if you put like peanut butter and jelly on a hot dog bun? Would that be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Not really, because that's kind of more of a pastry at that point. Like, it's not, you know? Don't you think so? No? No? No?
What if you put like ham and cheese?
Oh boy.
In a hot dog bun.
It's happened. I've had this moment. See, that is where yeah. I mean, it honestly, it is a poor boy, isn't it? At that point, yeah. I mean, I think the reason why this becomes a topic is because the actual like hot dog link is not like anything else you put into a sandwich, right?
Yeah.
So it makes it tough.
That's like, why it makes it different.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I always like.
But like, hamburger meat is another one that usually doesn't go in. I mean, it's like a hamburger is a sandwich, but you don't usually put that in other sandwiches. It's usually a hamburger, you know? Yeah.
Like, see, Mario says the Cuban rule food, hot dogs are closer to tacos and sandwiches. Now, that I agree with. Because, like, the way that the bun is wrapped around, that feels more taco-y than sandwichy, right? And because it's kind of oriented this way and not this way, that makes a difference to me.
What is the cube theory?
Okay, so the cube theory, I'll go read this out. So let me just see the cube. Okay, so the cube theory states that it's a grand unified theory that food categorization is based on the number of pieces of bread in their location in correlation to one another. So no starch is a salad. So if we were to, in fact, this graphic kind of helps us organize the thoughts quite succinctly. So if we take a look at this together, you need mathematical. Well, it's right here. Here's the mathematical proof for homo. You need mathematical proof, Davey. So if you look at the number of pieces of the way the bread's oriented, right? So if you have it just one piece and it's flat like that, that's toast. That makes sense.
What about open face sandwich?
I see, the thing about it is, I know that that's been called a sandwich. I would actually think of it more as toast myself. I have seen the open face sandwich, and
but if it's not toasted, how can it be toast?
I mean, it can be. If it was not toasted, I think they're saying that. Well, you're right. Like, it would have to be toasted for that to be toast. Like, if it was not toasted, then it's just a casserole, I guess. I think it's still toast. Toast is just the name of the category. Oh, okay, so maybe they should call it something other than toast, because like you said, like, I get stuck on the idea that they didn't toast the bread too. So like, even though I get the idea, like Maria's right, but anyway, passing the open face sandwich part of this. So that's easy. And somebody said ice cream sandwiches is their favorite, which is very valid. And then taco, you have three ends, right? So,
but this categorizes a sub sandwich as a taco.
It may well be, Aubryn. That's the interesting thing about this. We may have had it wrong all these years.
I don't know. This also makes a French dip sandwich a taco.
Well, you're dipping it though, right? Like, yeah, I don't know. There are definitely challenges to this.
There's flaws to this theory.
Davey is defeated.
I will poke at all of them too, and I will break them wide open. I see a hole in this theory.
Rahama says Davey is defeated. He's changing his name as just Davey is eating. Welcome to the blank show.
Welcome to the show.
Joe. He's gonna put like a marker over the sandwich thing on the sign at the top in the corner. Lightning says, "You're all gonna give me weirdo sandwich dreams," and Maria says, "That's the goal." We have succeeded. Ark Scott says, "Aubryn is pretty damn bright." There's no doubt. Bright as a rainbow. They're both light. See how that works.
Also straight as a rainbow, but you know.
I love that. So good. All right, so let's get into let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. What is your Joel? But thank you, Ark Scott, for the question. Really great. And Mo K Helix is a hot dog, a sandwich. We commented on that just a moment ago, so hopefully that answers the question. Joel says, Aubryn, is that your natural hair color?
Oh, absolutely. Totally grew purple hair from my scalp. I wish.
That'd be an awesome natural hair color.
Right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, bop as hell. But great question, Joel. We've all thought about it, so there's no question that was an interesting thing to ask. Muppet says, favorite Toy Story character?
Bo Peep.
Ah, yeah. It's a good one. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Bo Peep.
Love it. I'm gonna go with Buzz Lightyear. What does everybody else think? I will say Woody's funnier though. Woody's really funny, but Buzz, yeah. Let's see. Joel says, imagine the amount of PB&J you could cram into a taco folded slice of bread. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, anything else in comments?
Oh, Stinky Dog or Ham? Yeah.
Oh, Ham's good too. Yeah.
Yeah, Ham was gonna be my second choice.
Mr. Potato Head would be good too. That's a fun one. He's sassy. So, yeah, that's. Pinball's question is great.
That's great.
I love that. What are the Powerball numbers? 2,
13, 27, 52, 48, 6.
Now, you can thank Aubryn later when you walk away with your billions of dollars.
Right.
All right. So,
I thought 3 people won it.
Yeah, I think I heard that today.
Yeah.
But good for them. Congratulations, everybody, for winning your Powerball. Ark Scott with a question that was in front of the queue. How would you order a French dip sandwich in French?
Oh, I'm not sure what they call it in France.
A sandwich? It's like, what do you call Swiss chocolate in Switzerland? Chocolate.
Je voudrais un sandwich français. Non, sandwich roast beef. Roast bœuf. Roast bœuf avec au jus.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
S'il vous plaît.
Love it.
Yeah, roast beef sandwich with au jus. With jus. Yeah.
It's a good answer. Yeah.
No, avec jus.
A sandwich French dip. Yeah. I just call it a dip sandwich. Like. This is a good question because
jus de bœuf.
I'm sure that people would have a name for it. Like, for example, what do you call Canadian bacon in Canada? It's called back bacon in Canada. There's actually a name. So they're definitely.
Really?
Yeah, true story. Yeah, I was always wondering about that too. I'm like, oh, it's just called back bacon. Yeah. It's not just called bacon because bacon is a different thing. So they call it back bacon, which is different. So I think, okay, makes sense. Today band, says Ark Scott. Nice. Yeah. And a follow-up question from our friend Ark Scott. Besides the language of music, how many languages do you speak?
I mean, English and quite a bit of French, a tiny bit of German, tiny bit of Spanish, a little bit of tiny bit of Italian, tiny bit of Japanese. And that's pretty much it. Oh, I think I know like a word or two in Russian.
Okay.
I used to know like a sentence in Romanian.
Okay.
I also know a poem in Elvish.
Elvish.
Yeah.
Useful for December.
Totally useful. No, like Lord of the Rings Elvish, like Quenya.
Oh,
Or
okay.
I can't remember if it's Quenya or Sindarin, but one of the two.
Mark Scott, how many of those are swear words?
Oh, you know, most of them.
Rahoma says no, like Keebler, Elvish. Nice. Thank you for the questions, Arg Scott. I think let's go ahead and close the queue, but Rahomo, even though we are flying with these questions, but I think let's go ahead and so thank you so much for the questions, everybody. We really appreciate your input. This has really been a fun random questions. This no Klingons, says Moke.
No, not yet.
No.
I was learning also a little bit of Scottish Gaelic as well.
Okay. I thought you were saying. I was kind of wondering. I thought maybe you might have know a little Klingon, but that's all right. I guess plenty of time to learn, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Ark says glad to help. They were fun. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Thank you. That's. And
I also taught myself how to write in in Elvish a while ago in high school, and then I also taught myself how to write in Circular Gallifreyan.
Circular Gallifreyan.
From Doctor Who.
Oh, thank you. I don't
know if you noticed, but I'm a big old nerd, so.
Duly noted. Yeah, I dig. Muppets. Well, I'm a big old nerd too. I'm acting like, oh, you're a nerd. I'm a nerd too. Who am I kidding? But Muppet Stooges fan has this question: would you rather parachute into a chimney or drive a Rolls Royce into a macaroni statue of Tom Hanks?
Absolutely, drive a Rolls Royce into a macaroni statue of Tom Hanks. Can you imagine how satisfying, first of all, it would look? And then the sound of all the macaroni hitting the ground after you...
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
That would be so satisfying.
That sounds so fun. I want to see...
I would feel bad for macaroni Tom Hanks, but worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Just imagine how much content you get out of it, too. Like, you can
I would have to go from the side, too, because I wouldn't want to just accidentally go through the legs, depending on how big it is.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a joke. That's a joke, too. I love it. Sorry. Oh, my gosh. All right. So, thank you for the question, Muppets. Next, and our final question of the night happens to be from Rahomo, and it's great to see you here all night long, our friend. The question is, why do the French only use one egg in their omelets?
I have no idea. Is that an actual thing? Because my fiance definitely made French omelets this morning, and he definitely used more than one egg.
Well, let's hear the follow-up to that. What makes an omelet a French omelet, other than the one egg?
It is... The technique is totally different.
Ah.
Yeah, the technique is totally different.
Got it.
And it's kind of... and it's served a little different. It doesn't have, like... The filling is basically less cooked egg. I don't know. It's much... If I could get my fiance in here to, like, explain, but it's definitely different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Preparation, folks. Nice.
So a French omelet is usually, served with just like cheese and chives, but the it's really complicated. I mean, it's like really difficult to make correctly. And so like with a regular omelet, you whip up 3 eggs together, you put all kinds of fillings or whatever, and and then you fold it over, right? And there's like stuff inside. But the French omelet, it's like it's rolled, and then like you break it, you cut it open, and it like oozes out. But it's not like, it doesn't have regular like fillings like an omelet normally has.
Oh.
So it's like you get like this liquidy ooze. It's delicious.
It's kind of like a crepe in a way, except it's kind of rolled. Okay. Is it? Do I have the right? So it's not just flopped over. You like roll it.
It's butter. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for that.
And it's like cooked like a lot. I think on a lot lower heat and stuff, and like so like the outside gets cooked a lot more than the inside, and it's like rolled, and I don't know, it's just so good.
Pinball got me good with this. So,
oh no.
Moke says, time for a cooking stream. Pinball says, only if there's no frying involved.
Uh-oh.
There's a story behind that. So, I had a fried cooking stream, and it was a disaster. I was so bad. I was so bad. Like, I didn't know how to put the fryer... Like, I would put the dough, like the battered things, into the basket before putting it in the fryer, and then it stuck to the basket, and it was just a hot mess. So...
Oh no.
It was rough. It's rough. Never lived that down. Yeah. Never lived that down. Chat still brings it up from time to time. But anyway, the answer from Rahoma also says, oh, I thought one egg was an oaf for them.
An oaf? Yeah. That's how you say one egg. An oaf.
So, thanks, Ramo. Thank you. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. This is a great stream full of puns and incredible moments and great questions. Thank you so much. And Aubryn, thank you so much for being on our show. I really appreciate you being part of it.
This has been so fun.
Oh man,
thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. We're glad to do it. So thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. This has really been a terrific time. If you want to come back with us next week, we have this for you. So we do a lot of things in addition to the interviews. We have other events, including this, which is the Super Mario Brothers. Did you just share 100 bits? Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Pinball. Appreciate you so much. Yeah. We're going to play all the classic Super Marios next week on Twitch as well. Thank you, Ark Scott, for the 100 bits as well. And with it, a music medley of Super Mario themes by Orchestra Music. It's going to be really great. Oh my gosh, look at this. Cool. Oh my goodness, they don't want us to go yet. They want us to do... No. They don't want us to go yet. They don't want us to go.
Joke. It was the joke about the omelet, wasn't it?
Swish as the joke goes over the heads. I gotcha. Well, thank you so much for starting a hype train, everybody. All right, it's not quite over yet. Let's go do some trivia.
Hey.
All right, so you said you could hang with apples. Let's go see how well you do with apple trivia. Let's give it a shot. Okay, here we go. So now the way this works is that we're going to ask 10 questions about apples. If Aubryn gets it right, she gets a point. If she gets it wrong, the chat gets a point. Let me just rename this for a second. All right, so question number 1. Here it is. What Kellogg cereal looks like Fruit Loops but does not taste like apples? Because Rahoma was so kind to remind me about that. Do you recall what the cereal was?
Apple Jacks.
Yeah, you got it. Do you remember that commercial?
Like that cereal.
It's good stuff. So it does not taste like apple. I want to set the record straight. So thank you for that's a great. Well done. Okay. Question number 2. Which apple soft drink has the texture of a beer?
Texture of a beer. Texture of a beer.
Like it's like a beer, but it's not alcoholic.
Cider? Apple cider?
Yes, that's right. Apple cider. Okay. Got it. It's 2 for 2. All right. Next up. What is a fruit-related term for someone who is a bad influence?
Bad apple?
Yeah, got it. 3 for 3. Nicely done.
Hey.
This is a great start. Okay. What is the name of a 90s Apple band with a 60s style kind of name? It's the 90s band. Kind of a 2000s band, too. But, this is kind of a trick question. What is the name of a 90s Apple band? I will skip the 60s style name part, but just an Apple band.
My
advice is don't overthink it.
I'm trying to think of any food related band names even. I don't know. I have no idea, honestly.
All right, you're gonna kick yourself. It's
Probably.
Called The Apples. The Apples in Stereo.
That was a band?
Yeah, they were a band in 25 years ago. Oh, okay.
I should have said Fiona Apple, but he did say band.
Save that thought. There might be a question that involves that later. Question number 5. What is the most commonly known green apple in North America?
Granny Smith?
Yeah, you got it. So you got 4 questions right. Nicely done.
Wow. I did not think I was going to do this well.
Pretty good. So next up, which state in the U.S. produces the most apples each year?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably New York?
Not a terrible answer, but the one we're looking for is Washington State.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that chat will get a question.
That
Get
makes
that
sense.
one. Yep. And this is a tougher one. So, what is the name of a popular hotel in San? Well, actually, you might get this one. It's in San Luis Obispo, California. So it's halfway between LA and San Francisco, based around apples. The name of a popular hotel, kind of a bed and breakfasty type place.
Oh. I don't think I've ever been.
Yeah, this is a little bit. This is not exactly a name brand thing. So
Yeah.
the word apple is in the name though. So it's
Okay.
that might help.
The Apple Inn? I don't know.
Very good answer. Very good guess. Very good answer. No, but a very good guess. Apple Farm.
Apple Farm. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's pretty awesome. Like, it's a pretty terrific spot. So, question number 8. What mountain range in the eastern U.S. has the word has apple in the name? Like, it's part of the name.
Appellation.
Yeah, you got it. 5 right. There you go. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, so question number 9. What is the most common variety of apple around the world?
Red Delicious?
Yes, you got it. Excellent. All right, so down to the last
Fun
question.
fact, really quick.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't really care for apples that much. I like green apples better.
Yeah.
But like I don't like biting into an apple with the skin on
Oh, I understand.
because
Yeah.
it gets stuck in my teeth and it hurts.
Totally
I just
understand.
wanted to throw that out there.
Stating for the record, this is not an endorsement of apples.
I have nothing against apples, but I much prefer them like not in their normal form.
Oh, I gotcha.
Similar to how I prefer tomatoes, not in their normal raw form.
Oh, sure. I gotcha. Oh my god, look who's in the chat. Roma, can we give Jack Nadeau Music a shout?
How do you like them apples?
Nah. Romo. Oh my gosh, Jack, so good to see you again, folks. Follow our friend Jack Nadeau Music as well. So here's he says this is far easier than Star Wars trivia. He was struggling with Star Wars trivia a few months ago when we had him on, folks. But it's so good to see you, Jack. Even though you did not do as great as Star Wars trivia as we hoped, we are so glad to have you here, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. Trevor says this will be okay. Here we go. So the last question. Which 90s musician is best known for her hit single Criminal?
Fiona Apple.
That's it. Got it. 7 right. That's terrific.
Hey.
Really well done. Excellent work. Excellent job. Excellent stuff, Aubryn. Well done. Let's give our friend Aubryn a hand. Let's go.
All right.
Pump it up in the chat if you got him. Oh my goodness. Well done. Yeah, pump it up. Yeah, let's go. Tops in the chat too. Absolutely. Excellent. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely. That was the thrill and a half. Thank you for the hype train, everybody. I appreciate all the bits. Rahoma with 100. Ark Scott with 100 and Pinball Sorcerer with 100 bits. Very, very kind of you to do. I really appreciate that, everyone. So, well, let's go find someone to raid. Thank you again, everyone, for hanging out with us. And Jack, we appreciate you being part of this too. Again, don't forget to follow our friends Jack Doe and Dana Baker as well. And who else did we miss? Quite a few people. Oh, the Creative Star too. Yeah, Creative Star was in here for a bit as well. So, you're absolutely welcome. So thank you so very much for being a part of this, everybody. We appreciate you joining us. If you want more to hang out with us and do some more things, talk about food and whatever, we have a Discord server. It's called the Sandwich Server. Not Discord. Discord.
Discrod.
Discrod is, that's a different experience, folks.
That's totally different. Fun fact. Did you know that apple seeds contain cyanide?
I did, but because you told me. But before that, I did not know that, no. That's
Little did y'all know, I am an Apple expert.
The hidden talent of AubrynMusic.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I knew that much.
Yeah, I mean, 7 right. I mean, you know your apples. That's pretty good times. Like, so thanks everybody for hanging out with us. And Trevor, very kind of you, or Scott, thank you very much for saying for your kind words too.
I agree.
Yeah, and I agree with it. Thank you for being such a good guest, Aubryn. This was really fun tonight.
My pleasure. This was awesome.
Yeah.
I very much enjoyed myself. So thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. And Trevor, thank you so much too. I appreciate your kind words. We take pride in producing this program every week, so we're glad to do it. Our next interview, we'll tell you about a little bit later, but let's go find someone to raid. And we have a great pick. Speaking of interviews, AubrynMusic tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern time, we'll be seeing our friend with the one and only Zane Carney. So can we get the raid calls in the chat, everybody? Our Bork raid calls. Absolutely. Thank you for joining us too. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. Have a great.
Zane's live right now?
He is. We're heading out over. We're doing our raid to Zane Carney as we speak, folks. So let's go prepare those. Make sure I get this right. Unless he was as of like 10 minutes ago, but I mean, yeah, I think he's still there. Let's do it. So yes, copy the raid call, everybody. We're gonna head over to Zane Carney. I can't wait. Give our friend all the love, and make sure to follow Zane Carney if you're not already. Amazingly talented individual, and you'll be seeing him tomorrow at AubrynMusic 2. So don't forget that 9 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. And meanwhile, thank you very much for your time, everyone. If you missed any part of this program, we'll have the replay right up here on the Twitch page, and we'll have the YouTube VODs up as well. So YouTube is just at Davies eating a sandwich, and check out all our classic replays. We have so many great interviews like we've had over the last year and a half. So till then, have a great rest of your night, and let's hang out with Zane Carney. It should be fun. Take care, everybody.
Yeah.
Get those raid calls in there.
Let's go.
Take care, Moke. Bye. Look at this. All right. Bye. 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 Love it. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, let's do it. Bye.